Get out.
Stole that shit. Wake in the morning, it's close to noon. Flex in the mirror, I need my workout soon. My arms are flabby, so is my gut. But when I squint real hard, I'm kinda buff. Look from an angle and close your eyes, and then imagine I'm the buffest guy. Pass me the pretzel, I don't need pills. I don't have tits, that's just a normal manly build. I'm fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm fitness Phil. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Flex. I'm flexing on my haters every single day. That will really show them that I'm super straight. I love my wife, but I'm also into guys. Look at the hookster, the python sure is nice. Call me Phil Zanager, the way I'm terminating all the trolls on Kick who say I'm menstruating. I'm pissed the fuck off, I'm putting my foot down on all the bums in chat that say that I'm a clown. I'm fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm fitness Phil. I break your neck and then I flex. I'm fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm fitness Phil. Welcome everybody, welcome to the fittest podcast on YouTube, the Swaycast. The most protein infused in roided out, the most roided out and buff podcast in the world. What you just heard was the world premiere of the song Fitness Phil by Meerkat and the Sways. Exclusive Snort Wave Records produced song. You can watch it, link in the description. Fully original song. I played all the instruments and I performed everything and I had so much fucking fun. I wanted to sit on it until the Chiking came around, but then I figured like I could make a whole album by that time. And I made it because yesterday, by the way, allow me to flex. I got my favorite headset of all time, my new favorite headset of all time, because my Audio Technica was about to die. It was on its last leg, so I got the Bayer Dynamic DT770 Pro, because I'm a pro. And you put that shit on, you start to hear colors. So yeah, I like to play around with it, and I put this together in a little bit just for a little April Fool's drop. So there you go. Let's listen to some more music, and we're gonna get into the last couple of days in DSP inviting Asmongold to his birthday party, and what the fuck is gonna be his Easter thing today. So anyways, let's get into it. Let's hear some more songs.
Stupid, the banana song from Donkey Kong 64. Listen, I'm not mentally stunted. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. No one understands your memes because they're dumb. They're for dumb children mouth droolers, you fucking morons.
Stole that shit.
I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. It comes in denim. It comes in denim. It comes in denim. It comes in denim. Denim, what do bananas have to do with denim? I'm up here.
You're down here.
I can't hear you. You're below me. Because I'm not on your level.
It comes in denim.
You are so crazy, like obsessive.
It comes in
weird,
denim.
hyperfixated, autistic.
It comes in denim. It comes in denim. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze.
right now.
It comes
Okay,
down.
it's like, what the fuck? They're actually that nuts.
Какие обувки заправлять?
The stupid The Banana Song from Donkey Kong 64. Listen, I'm not mentally stunted. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. No one understands your memes because they're dumb. They're for dumb children, mouth children, you fucking morons. Meerkat stole that shit. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze.
Oh, we're gonna watch him go trending on Reddit again. That's incredible. Because of course he did.
I don't know what you're referencing, stupid.
Hey, big ups to Nick BMX guy, 4 months, dude. Forever 901TN, 41. Insignificant human, 30 months. Big ups, you guys.
Here, I can't hear you. You're below me. Because I'm not on
On your level.
It comes down. 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 Listen, I'm mentally stunted. It comes down.
hyperfixated, autistic.
It comes down. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. It comes down. Dad, what does bananas have to do with it? I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. I want banana, tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. Put it in your mouth and squeeze. It comes down. Listen, I'm mentally stunted. It comes down.
Hyperfixated, autistic.
It comes down. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. It comes down. Daniel, what do bananas have to do with it? It comes down. Listen, I'm mentally stunted. It comes down.
Hyperfixated, autistic.
It comes down. I don't know what you're referencing, stupid. It comes down. Daniel, what do bananas have to do with it? It comes down.
Ladies and
All right, let's get into it. Oh, this was quiet the whole time. Welcome. This is like your second welcome for today, because I'm being generous. What happened with the layout? For fuck's sake. Anyways, welcome everybody to the buffest, most swole, and most addicted to steroids stream on the planet, the Swaycast. Today we're gonna watch DSP going trending on Reddit again because he was terrible at a game for children yet again. And then we're gonna watch him have a very suspiciously homosexual podcast with very interesting lighting. And he's gonna invite Asmongold to his birthday party as the one and only guest, actually. That's hilarious. So welcome. Where do we start first? I guess let's start with a stupid pre-stream from like 2 days ago or a couple days ago. When was that? And he's gonna cope. He's gonna declare victory. You know how this works. Hold on, that was the broken layout. Oh, this is the real layout. Like a real professional. So, I had the link here, and I'm going to put it right now. Also, the song that you heard, make sure go listen to it. Meerkat and the Sways, Fitness Phil. It's my April Fool's song that I put out because it's very fun and I like it. Hey, big up Shane's World for the £1 super chat, dude. Big ups. So, I had the link here, dude. What am I doing? What am I doing? Here it is. I'm just being a dunce. Here it is. So this is the Pokemon early stream. I think actually I might have some timestamps for that. All right. So yeah, we have, okay, let me show you just this. Let's start with this. So here around the 146 mark, we get something extremely not safe for work. So if you're for work now, or you're working, or you're safe or something, don't look at this. Look away, please, because we're gonna get started on the fitness trend.
thank you guys for watching Pokemon Fire Red.
I just need to show you this.
We see who's here. See you then.
Anytime now.
I want to stretch. Hold on a second.
He's about to stretch.
Oh.
And a gunshot. Gunshot. How's that gunt? Good thing he lost a lot of weight.
What a stretch.
He looks exactly the same though as he looked before he lost a lot of weight and started bragging about it. Can you burn calories from bragging about stuff? Maybe that's his fitness plan. It's just to talk about how fit he is so much until he becomes fit by just talking about how fit he is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Gunshot. There's a guy in Kick Chat saying, show your tits. That guy probably got banned. And he did the little bust accident emote. God damn.
Okay. So, hope you guys are enjoying. We still have 2+ more hours of Pokemon Fire Red on today's stream. If you are enjoying today's stream, please give it a like.
In a massive beg, by the way. Oh, he showed you some sugar and then immediately started begging. Just so you don't get distracted. It's like, no, this is not that kind of a stream.
Purposes on YouTube. Let's get some support going here with engagement to get more people to know that we're playing. But in addition to that, let's get some support for Pokemon Fire Red. The first 2 streams have done very good. This one so far, not so much. In fact, the vast majority of support came in on the morning show. So far, playing Pokemon, I've received $2.
And this is the face you get. The disappointed grandpa face. Actual seething face.
$2. So it would be great to get some more support for Pokemon Fire Red. Obviously, I like the game. I want to keep playing it. But I do need people to support the stream. So let's turn that around right now. We still have over 2 hours.
Absolute goat.
Let's get support for Fire Red right now, and let's get some shout-outs. Okay, let's continue.
Anyways, I just wanted to show you the quick gunshot. Outside of that, shout out to Cerulean86, the GOAT at the timestamps, who has been feeding me timestamps for the last couple days. So I have all the awesome, beautiful, amazing moments that we're going to go into in a little bit. But first, let's go through the pre-stream. Big ups, Casey Wiggle, for the 50 bomb. No, not this one. Not this one.
Baller alert. Call it.
Baller alert.
No problems with baller alert. With everybody on baller alert.
Which now reminded me.
Talking shit about me. Here we go.
Here's a bunch of memberships. Massive shout out, Casey. Big ups. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'll take my punishment, dude. Let me just give away my memberships real quick, because it's the start of the month.
Do that is if I have the door open. Well, if I have the door open, then it doesn't make sense to turn on the air conditioner because it's not going to work.
Oh, it's a Weather Boy segment. I love this.
Into the house.
I love the Weather Boy segment.
Door open and all the fans are like really high, circulating air. If it gets too hot in here, I don't know. I might have to turn it on and close the door, but then he's going to be upset because that's what happens. Jasper likes to have free reign of the house. So if he is out there by himself, my wife's now home, he wants the door open. So I don't know. We got to figure it out. It's all new stuff, right? I've never done it like this before, and we have to see how it goes today. I mean, I could let him in, but then if I close the door, he freaks out. Like, that's actually what happens is he comes in here, I close the door, he wants out. He doesn't like to be locked in a room.
It's just an average cat, because cats, they just do whatever they want. They do whatever they want. Okay, here's 10 gifted for me. Big ups to Deucendo for 20 gifted. Big ups.
For now, it's just fans blasting. You
massively positive, dude.
Hear it? Because
we're starting off the new month strong, you guys.
Good filters on, and I have background music playing.
Whoa!
3 big fans blasting. I have a ceiling fan on high.
I'm gonna put some. I don't really feel like playing now, but since I guess let's give you something to watch that is not DSP. I'm just gonna put on a Royal Rumble so you can look at that, and that would be cool. Probably. I don't know.
Fan on medium, and the air conditioner is currently on low fan, but they're all like loud. So hopefully you're not hearing that. Okay, guys, we already got contributions rolling in. Let's get started. We start off today with Aaron Nero.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Let's see here what we got.
His bow. I believe there is a bow on this collar somewhere. I'm not sure. Jasper, is there a bow on this collar you're wearing right now? He's had bows from time to time, but his collars wear out. We have to buy him new ones. What Jacka Cracks asks, what do you find genuinely more fun, playing games on easiest difficulty or to play them on the most difficult?
Well, that's a trick question. DSP doesn't play games for fun. Of course, for him is the best to play it on the easiest difficulty because it's over the quickest. You just get it over in like 2 streams. Otherwise, then you play on a high difficulty, people are going to clip you, you're going to cry, it's going to waste so much time. I think that's one of the main reasons why he was terrible at Pokemon, because he was under-leveled. Then again, I'm not a Pokemon person, so I don't really know. But we're gonna check that out later. Let's see what he's gonna say.
It depends on the style of game. For example, if you play a game on the easiest difficulty, if the whole catch of the game was the gameplay loop, like let's say that the game was focused on engaging gameplay. If you play it on the easiest difficulty, it might have no challenge and therefore it's just not fun. Okay? On the flip side of that, playing a game on the hardest difficulty, if it's a game that's meant to be a certain level of experience, and if you've made it so hard to make progress because you purposely played it on the hardest difficulty, you might actually ruin the game for yourself and make it not fun. You see?
But they ask you, what do you think about it?
I think I enjoy either.
Oh, it's a non-answer.
Better experiences in gaming has always been to leave it on the default experience. Whatever the game developer intended as this is normal, that's the experience that I want to give myself because that's representative of what the game designer wanted me to experience in a genuine first run. Now, I'm not saying that other runs in the future that are tougher aren't warranted, and I'm also not saying that there aren't cases where it may not be more entertaining for a viewer, but in general, as a gamer, I want to have that default intended developed experience.
Ironically, that's what he complained about in Crimson Desert. That it's too easy and you can't even adjust the difficulty.
Of yours so far, the community likes it. So do you. Actually, a great experience. I'm glad to hear that. I like so many different kinds of games. It's refreshing when I play something that's not maybe the typical experience, like it's a throwback game, but people are liking it. You know what I mean? Like I like throwback games. I like playing older games, but it's hard to get an audience these days on throwback games. So to be able to play one is awesome.
Yo, Jade is here. What does he say? Okay, before DSP reads it, what does Jade say? Hey, Oos, see me, I love Pokemon, but this look old to me. I know old game, Pokemon, bye. What? what does Jade said, Phil? What does he say?
Jade, it's good to see you. Jade's just stopping by to say hello, saying, I know that he normally likes Pokemon, but this is too old for him. He prefers the more modern experiences. See what I mean?
I don't see what you mean. I don't even see what he meant.
I get it. There's some people.
Oh, it's so confusing.
Older games, and the way that they look, they play, they prefer the modern experiences, and that's fine.
Yeah, really. How does he understand this? But you're gonna make like one typo in a sentence, and he's gonna tell you, no, it's actually your with an apostrophe. You fucking idiot. But Jade, like this gets transcribed. This is borderline like end-to-end encryption. No one understands it, but DSP and Jade is fucking awesome.
I will absolutely be playing the next modern Pokemon game whenever it actually does release. So, Jade, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you.
Sure. I don't think this is like a cool thing though, because anybody else showing up to a DSP stream and saying, hey Phil, I don't like this stream, I'm gonna fuck off now, and he would shit on him. But Jade gets to do that all the time. Jade gets to say that all the time. I mean, we all know why. He's very disabled. And Phil is just being nice to him. But still.
Baller alert. Calling out baller alert. Question. I'm a noob-style individual that has a great checking song idea. What a good program to take an instrumental and record over it.
Probably Audacity. I think Audacity is the most basic. Don't go like over the top going with maybe Reaper, but don't do like FL Studio and complicated stuff. If you're a beginner, it makes no sense. If all you need to do is just lay down some vocals on a track, you can do Reaper or you can do Audacity. And just ask ChatGPT how to make it. Just tell him what you're going for and it's going to explain to you how this works. Or you can watch a YouTube tutorial. But usually for people with zero experience, I just tell you go and ask ChatGPT. It's right like 80% of the time.
How do I like new Pokemon versus old now that I've played both? Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, this is getting skipped. This is getting skipped. Here we're talking about Pokemon. Hopefully you didn't see that. Okay, let's talk about the background lighting a little bit. I know it's probably, what was that called? Fire Red, the Pokemon Fire Red that he's playing. But this is what is called in the movie industry bisexual lighting. And they usually use that to suggest that a character is bisexual or gay. They use that, you know, the sky blue and purple and in those like pink colors. Yeah, I'm just saying. Not that I'm saying the DSP is sending us some subliminal messages. Of course, I'm not insinuating that, because DSP can't even send us explicit messages, let alone subliminals. Come on.
Because half the time when Kick tries to say something to me.
Okay, okay, we're gonna shit on Kick.
Thank you guys for the early support. I appreciate it. Now I'm just gonna throw this out there. It sure would be great to get Kick support today. Yesterday we had nearly none. Nearly none. In fact, I can outright call it out and say, Stepdad gifted a few subs, and I.
Oh, he's actually gonna break down all the fucking pay figs for the day. Why are you so mad though? In the last week, and I've been streaming quite a bit in the last week, and he's been nothing but toxic as fuck and mean to those people. Even though they are there just to make fun of him and shit on him, but he's been toxic as fuck. And now he's turning around being like, you guys are actually not positive enough.
The entire day from Kick. So it would be great.
So it would be great.
You know, people say, oh, why doesn't Phil respond to Kick all the time? Well, number one, because half the time when Kick tries to say something to me, it's nonsensical and has nothing to do with the topic we're talking about or the game we're playing. And number two, because to be quite frank, it's a lot of people who kind of hang out over there and are very
freeloaders.
And that's not cool. Why am I going to want to hang out in a place where people are just being negative to me? You know?
But, I mean, it's your community. You can just ban the negative people. Isn't that what you're complaining about? It's such a weird idea to have, like, a quarantine zone for your fans that also kind of hate you low-key. That's weird.
So if you like this...
Because you're encouraging that. You're encouraging more people to go there because that looks like the fun place to be. Because I can say, how's that gout 1,000,000 times, and nothing bad's going to happen. I can just... I'll get shout-outs by people in the chat. And you see again the Fat Cat's, what is this? That guy, the Fat Cat's ass or whatever it's called. That guy is very prominent. He's super chill in the Kick chat.
The content.
He's carrying the Kick chat on his back.
Omega Sauce has gifted a sub. There you go. Omega Sauce with our first positive support over on Kick this morning. Thank you to Omega Sauce.
Awesome. It worked, you guys. It worked immediately. I don't know why that guy, though, the cat's ass, is gifting subs when he always gets ghosted. It just shows up on stream. And those things it's just not that funny. It's kind of like a one-trick pony joke. It's like saying, how's that gout? You know? No, how's that gout is a lot better. It's way more condescending. It's like, how's that gout, Phil?
Today's a great day of content. We got Pokemon on the first stream, which is...
Oh, yeah. Today was a great day for content for Reddit.
Okay. And then we've got an amazing retro review...
Yeah, that thing.
Retro Rewind stream later tonight. I am pleased that Retro Rewind has done well. I personally am enjoying the game a lot, and we're unlocking more every time we play. I wonder what we'll unlock tonight. I think we unlock an employee tonight who will actually work in the store with us. So it's
holy shit.
One-man show anymore, which will probably make it a lot more easy of an experience to do things that I want to do.
I wonder what happened with him looking for interns working for him for low-key for free. What happened with that, Phil? How's that go, Phil? But yeah, no, jokes aside, like what happened with that? He hasn't talked about it. Maybe it's one of those memory hold ideas. Maybe it is. Big ups comeback Josh 93 for the super chat, who says, I can't express enough how much I hate the AI slop music he uses. I would be perfectly fine with him using any kind of background music that is supposed to just kind of exist there when there's dead air. So only when there's dead air, you're supposed to hear it. But he's using it in such the pinnacle of DSP ways, which is have it blare and be so fucking loud just because other people have it be kind of like that, or at least other people have it be like, you know, they have background music, so Phil has to have background music. But we're not even thinking about that other people have it and it's more interesting and is better and it's actually in the background. Because this is just straight up foreground music. This is a podcast that sounds like a music video.
Awesome. Yeah, very good. I'm excited for Retro Rewind tonight on the late stream too. Today's a great day of content. Pokemon and then Retro Rewind should be a great lineup.
And this song in particular, I wouldn't mind if it was in the background. It's like a dancey, hip song, you know. It's mid BPM. It's not too slow. It's not too fast. It's cool. But that's all I hear.
Fighting type.
And I don't think he even has the sidechain thing set up. So when he speaks, the music gets lower. I don't think he does that. It's just like flat. And stupid ass, of course, flexing. And here you can see he's got like no muscle. Fitness Phil. I'm Fitness Phil.
Of course.
Of course. You're just looking for reasons to flex. And every time he flexes, he looks at himself in OBS. Right now, you see these eyes? You can make a direct line to the laptop that has OBS on it. And it's him looking at OBS. It's like, oh yeah, look at myself. I'm so buff. Even though he's not. And also, he could use some sun. He's looking really pale.
Of course. You should have zero expectations. King of the Void says Kick has 10% of the legitimate viewership of YouTube and is the troll chat. You should have zero expectations and stop bringing up Kick support. Well, I don't know what you mean by legitimate viewership.
You mean that a bunch of people that will possibly support you or enjoy the content that you do. That's what legitimate viewership means. It's not like they're fake viewers or bots, but DSP's probably going to think they are.
On average, the Kick chat has between anywhere from 80 to 100 viewers every stream. Now, when you say legitimate, I don't know how you judge legitimacy of viewership on Kick. Right now, it claims we have 94 viewers on Kick. And again, it says that pretty much every day that we have around that much. Now, you're saying I shouldn't bring up support over there. Yes, I should. Because I'm providing a service to them. I'm
it's a free service. What are you talking about? It's free.
providing...
Bro, he's like the fucking scammers. He's actually like a scammer when you go to Rome and you're walking around the Colosseum and there's a guy giving you a bracelet and smiling at you. And you're like, oh, this guy's giving me a free bracelet. Such a nice guy. And then you take it and immediately after he's like, okay, pay me now. Pay me now. Come here. Like, bro, you're doing a free service. It's a free fucking stream. I'm providing a service. And listen to how he's gonna package it. This is a real businessman.
To them. I'm providing a service of broadcasting entertaining content. There's a reason why they're there.
He's providing a service of broadcasting entertaining content. This reminds me of the bankruptcy call. What was it? It's Burnell Productions is online content in on-demand video. Yeah, it's so great.
Level of entertainment out of
This guy, there's no limit to how much prestige this guy's gonna put on sitting there begging for views and begging for money and complaining about the weather. There is no amount of prestige he's not willing to add to it.
that they wouldn't be, right? And if I'm providing that entertainment, I would hope that they like it enough that then they would reciprocate and support the content. If I bring it up and mention it, sometimes they do. So I will bring it up. I'm not going to do it all the time, but it is frustrating when we have a week like this week. We've got today and tomorrow.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Everybody who has a YouTube channel, I think the normal and healthy thing for you to want is for people to watch your videos. That's why my chat is in sub-only mode, because I want people to subscribe so they can see when I make something. And it costs nothing, and it's not predatory, it's not exploitative. And many people say, click the like button, smash the subscribe, and smash the bell. It's a typical YouTube thing to do. But here, we're just fucking bargaining. It's actual, like, he's trying to sell you, giving him money for free content. Which reminds me of all the fucking scumfuck YouTubers that used to do that. Including him, that would say, well, I get like 10,000 views a video. If even half of you guys gave me $1, I wouldn't have to ask for money again. Yeah, man, but that's just not how it works. You're doing something for free. You don't expect anything back. If somebody gives you something, that's great. If you can entice them to subscribe in ways that don't even bother them or they're not even going to notice and they're just going to get reminded to do it, sure. But this is like too far. But I mean, it's the guy whose whole gimmick is to fucking beg. It's not like we're gonna change his mind or anything.
Tomorrow, and that's what counts for this week of streaming on Kick, and then it gets cut off and you get paid later in the week. There's absolutely no reason why this.
Yeah, this is, I mean, good question. I think this is a very common question. Livid says in chat, do you think he believes his own lies? To a big part, some of it, yes, because I believe, much like many narcissists are, to some extent, he is just straight up delusional, to the point where he is able to convince himself that things that aren't true are in fact true. And he tries to do that on other people. That's why we call it pignosis, which is just like the basic form of manipulation that works on only specific certain types of people, which is what we're trying to see here. And of course, like many other times, eventually someone's gonna bite and they're gonna give him a bunch of like memberships, or they're gonna give him a huge tip and shit like that. That's why he's still around, because he employs those strategies.
A week for Kick. This week I've been playing all new games that are working and doing well and getting viewership, and people are enjoying all the content that I'm doing. It's not like, oh, it's a dead week where half the games you're playing didn't work and everything sucks. There's just no reason besides people think that it's funny to troll, and like you said,
again, what he said. Let's repeat that.
Doing well and getting viewership, and people are enjoying all the content that I'm doing. It's not like, oh, it's a dead week where half the games you're playing didn't work and everything sucks.
Where half the games you're playing didn't work and everything sucks. When that happens, we move the goalpost. Because when that happens, that actually didn't happen. So when that happened, he was enjoying himself. The content was fun, but for some reason, he couldn't get you guys to support. That's exactly what happened last week, or I think at this point, maybe 2 weeks ago, with the Street Fighter stream. And before that, I forgot what it was on the day stream, but he missed the goal again. It was miserable as hell.
There's just no reason besides people think that it's funny to troll, and like you said, they use it as kind of a toxic negative chat.
Sorry if you already talked about this. Did you catch that long video breaking down DSP cheating in the original Demon's Souls playthrough?
Oh,
Big ups.
this actually, let me give this person a shout out. I think it's a new channel, or I think it's Cat Roller's new channel. You remember Cat Roller? Cat Roller was one of the best channels on the planet, covering DSP being terrible at, I think, fighting games. Cat Roller? Fighting games and Call of Duty. Absolutely genius and brilliant. Oh yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Let's give him a generous shout out. At some point, when many people were getting DMCA'd, Cat Roller was one of them. But he had legit some of the most entertaining videos on these topics, so 1,000,000% go and subscribe. He has a new video and a new channel. I'm not going to watch the video because I don't like watching people's videos when they put a shit ton of effort in them and they're such, you know, they're not big channels, so I would rather just give them a shout out. You go and watch the video for yourself, and maybe like months from now, we can have a look to give it another resurgence in support. So this one is called The Incatization, and it's about how DSP cheated in Demon's Souls, which I'm 1,000,000% sure he did. So anyways, thanks for asking. That's a thing that I should have mentioned. And big ups fantastic Mr. Swaggy for the glaze. We're about to get glazed. I'm so excited.
Meerkat is looking like someone I want to Batista bomb and cook.
Yes.
Bottom, did you get your invite to Phil's birthday party yet? I hope Phil gets all he wants for his birthday, since he's such a chill guy who deserves it all. Detroit till I die.
Oh, big up Swaggy. Did I get my invite? I haven't been invited, sadly. I was expecting at least to be invited for like to DJ. Maybe I could have played some AI beats in the background for the party, but considering that I don't think many people are showing up to this, so let's do a roll call. It's DSP and perhaps Asmongold, and I say perhaps very generously. But and we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but I think Asmongold has a very realistic chance to show up to the DSP birthday stream. I think that could happen. And it's going to be super cringe and humiliating, but I think it could happen, and DSP is going to manage to squeeze himself another Asmongold shout out and another resurgence. So don't be surprised if that happened. I wouldn't bet on it, definitely, but I think it could happen.
Everyone can support it at every moment. because I understand that they can't.
Because Asmongold, if he was streaming, and DSP is going to stream all day, and if Asmongold is live, he's just going to go and join DSP on Discord, and they're going to talk about, what? I don't know. Cats in video games. They're going to talk about Crimson Desert for half an hour. So yeah, maybe it's going to happen. Why not?
And I get it. I have enough of a viewer base that things are going well, and they are.
Oh, we're getting the Cope segment. How did we even get here? Yeah, this started off with the kick. Okay, let's get back in the mix.
Okay? Not to say that everyone can support it at every moment, because I understand that they can't. And I get it. I have enough of a viewer base that things are going well, and they are. For the record, overall, the support is great. But, yeah, if you watch and you like, you should support. Period. That's how content...
Period. He even had the audacity to say period. The fucking bitch. Period. No, it's not period. It's not period. You're making free shit, man. Act like it.
That's how things continue to get better.
And it's also free shit that could very easily be replaced. It's not like he has monopoly on whatever the fuck this shit content is. Doesn't have a monopoly on the specific weird man-child streams for adults with weird, vaguely homosexual lighting in them. No, I can just go watch iDubbbz. There you go. I can go watch iDubbbz. And he begs slightly a little bit less. Just a little bit.
I mean, like, why are things so good right now? Because at any moment, I can try any game.
Whoa. He can try any game.
We want to do and flex.
This guy that is getting closer to 50 by the day, he can play any game at any time, you guys. That's insane.
Flexibility with the content. Because
so crazy.
So if things got better because the support increased, why would you then not want to support? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know, because it's free. Oh, yeah, we get a fit check. Let's get the fit check. Okay, well, the top is straight up just Grand Theft Auto Vice City NPC cosplay. And the t-shirt is this, like, what is this? Is this an American flag, but like black and white American flag? I mean, bad fit, bad fit. I think the bottom line is he should stick to a black t-shirt with no patterns that is just big enough so his titties are not showing. That is it, period. That's the verdict on the DSP fashion police. Nothing else, and maybe, you know, a paper bag for the top, you know. Everything else is terrible. Nothing fits him. It looks weird. His head is too gigantic for him to pull off any other fit. No.
But it's all within means. It's all within reason. As I've always said, no one around here is poor. I'm not poor.
You're not poor.
I'm not desperate for contributions.
I mean, yeah, I figured. But you are bankrupt, though, so it isn't unreasonable for people to think that you're poor.
That's why we don't have goals. That's why I'm not sitting here demanding.
Oh, that's why we don't have goals. That's how you determine if somebody is desperate. If they have a goal on their stream.
Things every day. All right. And I get it. Not everyone can afford to support things, even if they like them. You know, I understand that.
But you seem like you don't understand it because you just said if you like this, you should give me money, period. That seemed like you're just drawing the line straight up. You're putting your foot down. It doesn't seem very understanding and open-minded.
I always say, hey, contribute within your means, contribute if you can, and if you choose to. All right? There's no obligation or anything like that. But, yeah, when you have an entire week where it's a really slow week on Kick, it's like what's going on in the water over there? And then some weeks it's the opposite. Some weeks we get tons of people coming in who are very, very supportive over there. It's like, huh? It's weird.
I mean, yeah. It's almost like it's not statistically... I don't know. It's not a thing that you can count on to predict. You can't predict how many people are going to pay pick DSP. You can't, many times you can't really even make a correlation between how much he begs and how much he gets. That's kind of how up in the air it is. You can never guess. You never know.
No, I do not.
One day he might beg his ass off and it's going to end at like $30 because the one pay pig had to go to like a family function or I don't know, you had to go to a doctor or something else. And the other day, the one pay pig that's going to support him is actually at home watching him and giving him a lot of money. You never know. Actually never know.
I have any stories about my childhood about Pokemon? Like I said, when I was playing Pokemon, I was, 16? And most of my friends didn't play it. Most of my friends on the gaming side were into Street Fighter And my other friends at school weren't into like games and stuff like I was. So no, I didn't really do much Pokemon at all. I played Pokemon Blue, and that was about the extent of my Pokemon experience. I didn't have Pokemon trading cards. I didn't play the games with other people. I didn't ever trade Pokemon. No, none of that.
Yeah, now we're just off to Pokemon talk. Let's do some hanging out.
For about another at least 20 minutes. All right, we're going to see what you guys want to talk about before we boot up Pokemon. Any topics going on? Anyone, if you tag me in chat, I'll respond. Shout outs for contributions. Now is the time to talk about that stuff so that when we get into Pokemon, we can focus more on the game rather than the discussion. Not to say that we won't chat while I'm playing Pokemon. That's very much not the case. But, now is the time to get the nice chill discussion going and flowing.
Let's get it going and flowing like his post-nasal.
What's the tallest man I've ever seen? At WrestleMania, I saw Big Show.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course.
White wrestle, and he's insane.
All white?
So probably him.
Holy shit, the Big Show, man. The Big Show was so hype. One of my first memories is watching John Cena hit the attitude adjustment on the Big Show. I think he even did it on the Big Show and Edge on top of him. John Cena is insane, man. That's why he's the GOAT.
The legendary birds and Mewtwo.
But also,
if it's viable, if it's possible,
and he's gonna be the sales for this WrestleMania are shaping up to be so bad that John Cena is gonna come out of retirement to be on WrestleMania again.
Soul at 2 a.m. did a $5.
That's how great they are.
The universe is expanding. What is it expanding into?
Your mama. Ha!
Well, the answer to that is very simple.
What is the answer?
It's expanding into a subscription-based service that will nickel and dime us for access. Every month we'll have to pay a minimum of $29.99 to access the universe.
Okay, wow. Wow, I can't believe this. I expected a non-answer and be like, yeah, I don't know. But at least he actually tried to have a back and forth with the guy. Okay, fair enough.
The good news is you won't have to have a device to play it on. It'll be in the cloud. All right, so you'll be able to access the universe from any smart device.
So what? You won't have a device to use it, but you can use it from a device. Okay, you ruined it, DSP. I'm taking away all the credit I gave you. And I'm taking away even more. A million more credits. You are now bankrupt in the social credit score of Meerkat and the Sways.
Yes, I remember when YouTube had upload limits. I remember when YouTube had size limits on files, length limits on files, because I was part of that time. When I started uploading on YouTube, you were not allowed a video longer than, say, 10 minutes. If you uploaded one longer, you could sneak in like 11, but then it would cut off. Like hard cut. No, you can't have a video longer than 11 minutes. That's why my original playthroughs of any game were like hundreds of parts. Because if the game, let's say, was 10, 20 hours long, every part's 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, and he would upload 60 of them a day. That's low-key kind of the best thing that would happen. Because other people weren't that shameless, but he just straight up didn't care. I need to upload 10-minute videos? I don't care. I'm uploading 1,000.
So you're talking for an hour, 6 parts.
And that's why he won and was he was white hot popular, allegedly. I don't know, I don't remember that, but allegedly he was.
120 parts for a 20-hour game, it's insane. And it was like that all the time. I had to do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, People Person says the South Park episode famously spoofing the Pokemon craze is a classic. Funny how those original Pokemon cards are basically almost like an investment commodity like gold. That's right. Here's the funniest part about all of that, okay? So in the 90s, there was...
Oh, we're getting a 90s segment. Hell yeah.
Such as Wishnik Trolls, Beanie Babies...
Oh yeah, Beanie Babies.
Books, and collectible sports cards were all the rage. Everyone thought that every comic and every little figurine and everything they bought was going to be worth a fortune in the future.
Is that any different from Labubus and NFTs? I think it's kind of the same thing.
It created...
But nowadays, trends just get born and die within like 2 weeks. The Labubu was like a psychosis for 2 weeks, and then it was gone. And then it became cringe. But it was cringe from the start.
millions and millions of dollars in this industry of people buying junk just for all of that junk
But that's because you didn't have the golden 24 karat Labubu.
to be worth.
You didn't have that, so you're seething. You think it's cringe? You didn't have the cool Labubu.
Worth like nothing.
You didn't have the picture of the monkey that was like with platinum colors on it. That one cost so much, and now it costs like $20.
Because they were all mass produced.
Remember what was that? The metaverse gimmick? Oh my god. Oh my god. They spent so much money on the metaverse and they shut it down like last week. It was so good. The moment they announced it, it was like, wow, this is the dumbest shit ever, and nobody used it. There were articles coming out that not even employees in Facebook who were obligated to use the metaverse, they hated it and didn't use it, and were trying to find ways not to use it. And eventually Zuckerberg, the absolute genius he is, he invested so much money in it and then shut it down because he's epic. Shout out to all the people who bought virtual land in the metaverse.
So they had
For real money, of course.
whatsoever. Right. Someone just said Pogs, Furbies. Right. Everything was the collectible.
Pogs?
And none of it's worth jack diddly shit anymore. But the things that no one suspected, right? Like Pokemon cards. That you never thought would have had any value, and that's what actually has the value today.
It's pretty easy to see that it has value if it's genuine and it's extremely rare. I mean, why not?
May I remind you that a Charizard just sold for like $19 million.
Yeah, Big House Casey. What you actually reminded me is that Logan Paul scammed a bunch of people by buying a Pokemon card, like crowdfunding the purchase of the Pokemon card and then selling it for a lot more and then pocketing all the money. Because he's awesome like that. DSP should try to do that.
Because let's be honest,
That's what you actually reminded me.
that you don't expect to be collectibles,
Logan Paul.
because they
Well,
were.
like, he's so popular and he has the best lawyers, so he can just get away with all that shit. So it doesn't really matter. Like, rug pull scams nowadays are just quick ways to get money and actually just scam people. And you can't even take the blame for it, because then you can just say, well, you all kind of knew what was going to happen. And the reality is that you should have won.
weren't mass produced.
Oh, that's what you were talking about? Okay, then we were thinking about the same thing.
So now
19 million.
things that are actually designed to be collectibles never are worth anything because they're mass produced.
Yeah, DSP was pulling Hogan's and Logan was just getting money, bro. He should have been pulling Logan's.
You see?
Now that I think about it, there's probably a Logan Paul card in the game. He's currently a tag team champion in the WWE.
Did I splice my own videos at 10 minutes each, or did YouTube do it? I had a camera, a digital camera, that I pointed at my television.
Oh, Crypto Zoo as well. Yeah, that's a good one.
10 to 11 minutes.
You could probably make like a tier list of all the Logan Paul scams. There's so many of them.
Watching the timer on the camera, and when it reached 10 to 11 minutes, I would stop the camera, and then I would start the camera again. And I would do that every 10 minutes. It was massive micromanagement.
Massive micromanagement that you had to stop and start a camera. I mean, it's also massive micromanagement for this guy to be writing the titles of his own videos and to be putting thumbnails on his own videos. So, I mean, yeah.
No, YouTube did nothing automatically. If you uploaded a clip that was too long to YouTube, it would just reject the clip, say, clip too long. Use a shorter clip.
Anytime now?
Looks like first tip of the day has arrived. Someone tipped me $5 and asked, was I a fan of Thomas?
Logan is such a scammer that Trump endorsed him.
But that's the thing with Logan Paul and with Jake Paul as well. Once you're at a status of making so much fucking money, everybody's just gonna overlook whatever the fuck scams you did because you're just good for business. You think that WWE gives a shit that he's a scammer and he's actively scamming people? No, because he resonates with young people and he's got a wild fan base of people who are just gonna watch the wrestling shows. And they're gonna pay for the tickets and they're gonna buy the merch. So at that point, he's just good for business. Nobody cares. He's like the opposite of DSP, because DSP is bad for business, so no one wants to do anything with him. Even though isn't even comparably all that bad when you compare it to Logan Paul.
Tank engine as a kid, it started in the 80s. No, I was not.
He does have charisma. I can't deny he doesn't have charisma. He can naturally get people to hate him because he's just not a very pleasant guy, and he can talk on the mic, and he can be a character, and he can pull the moves. Like, he's a very athletic guy.
I'll tell you my childhood.
Very athletic scammer. DSP could probably take bumps. DSP, I would love to see DSP go through a flaming table. That would be so good. It's an actual, like, double stack table, Dudley Boy style. Get the tables! And then they just powerbomb him through it. That would be so hot. He's never going to recover. He's showing up at the next Monday Night Raw with a cast in a wheelchair.
Thank you for an anonymous $5 tip to get the tip started today.
All right, let's get the thing.
The first stuff that I remember liking was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and Thundercats. Then after that, I got into Transformers and G.I. Joe. And then after that, I got into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those were the things that I was into when I was younger. I didn't really... Of course, when I was very young, it was Sesame Street. Everyone watched Sesame Street back then. Stuff like that. I'm trying to remember what else when I was very young. There was a few other things, but I can't remember. I was so young, it's hard to remember what they were.
I don't know, wrestling? Not wrestling?
Yeah, I used to watch Fraggle Rock. That's right. But that's the stuff I was into in the 80s. Yeah, I wasn't into Thomas the Tank Engine. I know there's a lot of stuff in the 80s. There's so much stuff, but I wasn't into a lot of it. No, the X-Men I didn't get into until the early 90s. It was when X-Men launched their second comic line. They originally were Uncanny X-Men, but then they launched just regular X-Men. That was the Chris Claremont, Jim Lee X-Men comic.
Holy shit, he's a comic book fan.
And I started buying comics avidly at that time, and that was, I believe, the very early 90s.
Goddamn. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Hold on. Because it's gonna probably be a while until I get to that, and I'm probably gonna forget. So Phil is doing a thing today. If you look up DSP Gaming without mistyping it, you might see this. So he is doing DSP's Springtime Special, April 1st, 2026. And then he has DSP Easter Special Stream. Of course, you can see very high quality. It's kind of remarkable how the AI can make him look like a kind of normal person, He's got a normal face. This looks like somebody else, though. This looks like an actor. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's very uncanny. But yeah, definitely not DSP. Like, if he looked at this and was like, yep, that looks like me. Nah, bro, you crazy. But no one knows what this is going to be. Everyone is very confused as to what this is going to be. So keep in mind all the videos that we watched today in all the segments, if he's going to drop some clues or maybe leave a trail of breadcrumbs to see what it is. Oh, what is this music, bro? Yeah, we're gonna skip this. What was the earliest gaming moment? I'm fucking tired of DSP's stupid-ass gaming stories, man. Shit sucks. Talk about how happy you are. Can we talk about how your life is amazing? So I can see, then mauled and be really pissed off and angry? He might do an April Fool's thing that is gonna be cringe and stupid, but whenever he does the cringe and stupid things for attention, it usually is... Well, it is for attention. That's kind of where I was going with that. It's to get some more eyes on him and milk people. And he's probably going to spend like hour and 45 minutes building up to it on the podcast. And then he's going to say, well, I'm going to play Easter Simulator.
So you got nearly nothing, but at least you got something.
Yeah, we're going to get to the stuff from yesterday.
Right, so I did. I traded in all that shit back in the day. And that's why I don't have any of my original collection anymore. Then years later, okay, when I started it.
Okay, let's, this is an interesting question.
Let's see here. Looking back, do you think your no off-camera grinding rule helped or hurt your playthrough quality overall? Well, here's the thing. Back in the day, there was no off-camera grinding rule. All right? That rule began basically when I became a live streamer. Okay? So when I started just doing on-demand videos, I would be playing games pretty much all day. Okay? And when I was off camera, not filming, I was relaxing. And a lot of the times I'd watch pro wrestling or movies and stuff. And as I had that on one screen on my main TV, I would have games running. Like particularly, I remember the original run of Demon's Souls. That game was incredibly difficult, right? Especially because I only had experience with Dark Souls before then. I didn't have experience with other FromSoft games or other difficult games.
Ooh, he's plugging the Cat Roller video here.
Played
The Demon Souls playthrough. Hey, remember that? It's almost like he watched it or something. So this is the new Cat Roller channel. If you don't know Cat Roller, well, you don't have to because this is a new channel. So yeah, here's again the link. He is talking about this, and the video is about how DSP Gaming cheated in Demon Souls. And he also cheated in Bloodborne. I think that was the inciting incident to turn Tevin into a detractor, because DSP was essentially grinding off stream, off camera, and he got to like level 90 or something in the first area, from what I can remember.
Souls. During the day, I would record the footage to upload to YouTube, and at night, I would be grinding to level up. I also did the same thing with Bloodborne during my first run. So you might say, well, when did that change and why? Why did you stop grinding? A couple reasons. Reason number one, because gamers who are watching me expressed that they were disappointed that sometimes they would watch, let's say, part 20 of a playthrough, and I was level 27, and then when they watched part 21 of the playthrough, I was level 40.
Yeah, it's almost like it's not fun to watch a guy who is severely over-leveled go through a game that is supposed to be even remotely challenging. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense. Like, what am I watching then? If I wanted to watch a playthrough, an actual walkthrough by somebody who's done the game like a million times, they know everywhere to go, they know every boss, I would do that. And a playthrough is supposed to be you playing the game.
And they were,
but of course, he didn't want to embarrass himself and have people shitting on him, which is kind of a normal thing for a streamer to want, to not embarrass himself. But at some point, when you go to that length to grind off stream just so you're less cringe, maybe just give it up. Let's do something else. Play Mario Kart. Well, probably not. They clip him and make fun of him for Mario Kart too.
like,
So I don't know.
Progression.
Just do eating videos.
Where's the progression with that? Because we didn't get to see it. So it's kind of like a cheat code. You know, we didn't get to see your hard-earned work to get you from level 27 to 40. It's kind of like you artificially just boosted your character's levels, and it's not representative of the game at that point, so it kind of makes it too easy, right?
I mean, exactly.
You should just be filming every moment of the content that you put out. We don't want to see things or miss out on things. I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. I was just sitting there grinding, doing something else when I did it. It wasn't like I was commentating. It wasn't like it was fun. It was just busy work, right? So the reason I did it was very simple, because I wanted the playthroughs to go smoothly. I felt like if the playthrough ended up being way too long because I got stuck on a part, that people wouldn't enjoy it, that people would much rather see me keep making progress every time I played, rather than, say, hitting the wall and not being able to make progress in a game. Like, imagine if I was playing Bloodborne my first run, and I was legit stuck on a boss for like 7 hours, and I couldn't kill the boss, but that boss was necessary to kill to progress with the game. Who's going to sit there and watch 7 hours of videos of me fighting one boss? Nobody, right? No one wants to see that shit. But hey, if I already...
I mean, I would love to see that shit. There was the iconic video of Ludwig the Accursed from Bloodborne, the Old Hunters DLC, I think. There's a Tevin video on that is like 4 hours long, and it's fucking great. I've never seen DSP this mad, and he just failed to beat him in the end.
Artificially grinded overnight and got boosted levels, then I could beat that boss the next day, no problem, and we could continue on with the playthrough, and I could keep giving you the new content that you were craving to see. But ultimately, I stopped doing it because people were upset that it was kind of cheating, but also because when I became a live streamer,
I mean, they were rightfully upset, quote unquote, and it was rightfully cheating. It was kind of cheating. They were upset that it was kind of cheating. So it's again like the victim blaming thing. He couldn't say, yeah, I was wrong to grind off camera because it makes it stupid, and people were rightfully upset. He had to kind of put it on them and soft admit that he was cheating. That's why he's so greasy. He can't even admit that with his whole chest. Come on. You can admit to mistakes like this. You can say that you are wrong. You can say that you did some dumb shit like 10 years ago and say specifically what and why.
Basically, I had a set schedule of the gameplay that I was doing.
And now again, it has to be some sort of an
And
excuse.
so it was going to be a day stream and a night stream. That's how I've done it the entire time, right? And they're usually different games. And they're set times, like watching live TV pretty much, or a sports event. You know when it's going to take place, where it's taking place, what's taking place at that event. You want to be there for it live, right? Well, grinding in games doesn't fit into that formula. You know what I mean? Like now, it used to be so simple. Okay, I'm ready to record. All I got to do is have my camera charged or plugged in and an empty memory card, and I just pop it on the tripod, hit record, we're ready to go. I could literally record at 5 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon, in the evening, overnight. I could record at any moment because no one's watching live, right? I could record for 2 hours. Oh my God, I got to take a shit. Go take a shit and come right back and start recording again. And no one cares because no one's like, oh, you left us hanging on the stream. You know, it's very different recording offline versus streaming online. And when I started streaming online, there's all these new factors involved. There's the setup of the stream. There's scheduling what you're doing during the stream. There's interacting with the audience and doing shout outs and talking and
No, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
That take up time that you
Yeah, by the way, what is this music? Is this like actual clown music? Is this slapstick comedy music? What is going on?
ever would be doing that. You never would be doing that with an offline video. So it's just more time consuming because of the level of interactivity and social interaction and stuff you have on a live.
Big ups Lunar Guardian for 51 months, dude.
So technically I had time to grind and do things offline. When I'm live streaming, it actually takes up most of my day. And again, let's factor in another factor here as well. I'm now happily married and I have a personal life outside of the streams.
Where?
When I
Like where? Where? When his power went out, he had nothing to do. He legit cried about having nothing to do in his very enriched and super positive personal life. He didn't even talk about, like, I'm gonna go work out or something. No, he had actually nothing to do. It's like his Bowflex is powered by electricity, like an electric chair. It would be a lot cooler. I mean, I would totally encourage him to keep working out.
grind offline for playthroughs, it's because I had nothing else going on. I was single. I didn't have anything else to do but sit around on my ass, drinking alcohol, watching wrestling, and grinding in a video game. Today, I'm happily married, and when I'm done and I'm off stream, I'm off stream. I'm not playing.
Oh, yeah, he's on Twitter, by the way. He's seething on Twitter and replying to people and getting in fights. And getting ratioed. That's my favorite thing. Because he thinks he's going to, like, respond to somebody and dunk on him. And everyone's going to laugh and think it's awesome. And they still laugh, but they laugh at him and they ratio him. And everybody replies with pictures of Fat Cat and, like, Photoshops and AI-generated images of him crying or, like, actual drawings of him crying and being a bitch. It's just wonderful.
Games. I'm not thinking about games. I'm not doing anything games.
He's actually a jobber. Legit like a jobber would. A jobber talks trash, and then the face comes out, beats the shit out of him, and it looks good. And then everybody claps.
I'm spending time with my wife. We're doing things that are completely unrelated.
Actual jobber.
Life would be games, because then games would be boring. Okay? So it's very different. Now I have a very busy, full life, and I don't have time to sit around.
Busy, full life.
So that's kind of how the policy started was, hey, I got nothing to do. I'm a bachelor. I'm sitting around with more.
He's the bachelor.
To handle. So I'll grind in these games offline to make the playthroughs more smooth when I start recording tomorrow. But then eventually I became a live streamer. I met my wife. I got a life. And I'm like, well.
Didn't he? Well, wait. Didn't he get a life when he was with Panda Lee? Has Panda Lee been straight up just memory hold? She never existed. Those two were together for 5 years. And throughout a lot of those 5 years, he was just a live streamer. And he was also a YouTuber. And he did that weird thing when he pretended the chat didn't exist because he wanted to make raw YouTube videos, but also wanted to be a live streamer so he can double dip.
No point in doing that anymore, right? I'm not doing it anymore. So that's why.
Hey, thanks, Piracy is good. I really liked making that song. It was a lot of fun.
Are the early Wild West years from YouTube my favorite era from YouTube and streaming? No.
Of course. He got to make a top 10 racism compilation, and everyone loved it. They loved it so much, I watched it the other day on stream and had a great time. Vintage DSP content. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the top 10 racially charged moments of 2008. Now, let me give you some context behind this moment of racism. It was so good. He would never do that nowadays. He would do like a top 5 DSP positive moments, and 4 of them is calling somebody a mouth drooler, and the 5th one is giving a shout out to Jade.
They're not. Listen, it was fun. Okay? It was fun to do it. It was. As a hobby, I never intended it to be a job, but once I started taking it seriously and I started doing it full time, it was more of a grind than anything else. I had to rush out and buy whatever the new game was. I had to play it from start to finish.
No way. A job requires you to be dedicated and spend time and effort on it? That's crazy. That's crazy. How could it be? How did he even manage to do that?
As fast as I could. Be the first to get the videos out, to get the day one.
And again, a great moment from the Turkey Tom video is that he said, if Phil could do nothing, he would just do that. If legit, he could do nothing at all. He has no passion, no motivation, no drive, nothing.
To get the review out as quickly as possible, to do the unboxing.
I guess he is passionate to talk about how cool he is. That's why we get to hear so much of it.
To do the hateful truth, and then finish it up, bring it back to GameStop, trade it in, on to the next. And it was like that for many years, 2, 3, 4 years. That was my work ethic, was just play, upload, play. It was a humongous grind.
It's like a gameplay YouTuber would do? Is like Angry Joe would do? That's crazy. Whoa.
Really was.
Yeah, everybody does that.
What were the times that I enjoyed more? The more laid back times. The times when there wasn't much pressure. Like, for example, when John came over and we did our co-op playthroughs. Or when I had a chance to go over Howard's house and we were just dicking around playing Street Fighter. Those were way more enjoyable, entertaining times than me grinding away, creating offline gameplay videos and pumping them onto the internet. Okay? Once I became an interactive streamer, once I started...
I hate that he has to call it an interactive streamer. Like, what else fucking kind of streamer is there? An interactive streamer. No one else says this. But again, this is the guy that just likes putting qualifiers and prestige on everything he does.
Doing this kind of stuff.
That's why he called himself a content curator years ago. You can go back and look that up on PicPicGo. It's incredible. I'm a content creator. I'm a content curator. And I'm an interactive streamer.
Over time.
Come on.
You know, and changed the whole format of my content. This right now, what we're doing right now, is way more fun.
Whoa. Get huge news flash. Thing that DSP is doing right now is better than everything that he's ever done. It's not like he always says that about everything, because DSP currently is the best DSP he's ever been. In 2 years from now, he's going to say that this DSP was a miserable piece of shit and that he sucked. And that the background music was awful and he hated it and everybody hated it. And that they also hated the RGBs and the Mario hat in the background and his clothing. But he was forced to do it for some reason, or he hasn't grown yet. He's always growing, guys. One day he's going to be like 12 feet tall.
Enjoyable than anything that I used to do when I was an offline content creator. Just being honest. I love chilling with you guys, interacting, hanging out, talking, feeling like it's a social experience back and forth, that we're collectively enjoying the content together. Back then, it was just like, make content, upload, views. Now it's like, no big deal. Let's just play. Let's just enjoy. Let's hang out, right? Play at your own pace. You notice I'm in no hurry to start. We're going to get around to starting today. We're going to have a great time when I do. But what's the rush? Let's just chill and enjoy each other's company and have a good time. Then let's have it be a fun, chill time when I play the games. If you told me back then chill gaming, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Gaming.
What? What is a chill gaming? What is an interactive streamer?
Grinding for all those early years on YouTube. It was the opposite of chill. It was gotta get through it, gotta rage, gotta fill each moment with commentary, gotta talk, blah, 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 fail, entertain. And it's not like that anymore. It's really much better now, okay?
Sure, if you say so. I'm not entirely convinced, but if you want it to be like that, all right. What is this actual elevator music? This is the music that when you call your bank, they just put you on hold, and this is the music that plays. Actual music.
Yeah.
God damn it, Phil. You're so meaningful.
How would I feel if I didn't eat breakfast today? Probably starving and lightheaded. Because I don't eat that much. Like, after I eat my dinner, and my dinner is at early dinner, I usually eat dinner around 4:30 p.m., okay? All I have after that is a coffee. Usually before bed, I'll have a light snack of, like, protein chips or a protein bar or something like that. And that's it. Then I don't eat again until the morning, that breakfast sandwich that I have. So that's a long time to go without food. You're talking like a 12-hour fast. If I didn't eat in the morning, I likely would feel very, very lightheaded here because I'd have nothing in my body. My body would be starving.
Yeah, he would be crashing out. Hey, big ups. So Phil has cake for Asmund. Asmund.
What's an old gimmick you wish could come back? Mine is when Phil reads beg tweets out loud while typing them. That flowers was hilarious to watch.
That was great. That's a great one. Dunce lure hat. That's what I would love. Because he would have a fishing hat and he would be strapping lures on it for a certain amount of money that he would get. That's actual children's entertainer / disabled people's entertainer level of content. And also a bunch of stupid hats and vests. And then hitting the goal and complaining about having to wear them. That was timeless. You can't replace that with any stupid RGBs or music that he's got nowadays. But now he's no longer the gimmick guy. He's like the meaningful, successful guy. Bottle Crunch, that's a good one. The Bottle Crunch was annoying, and he did it specifically because it was annoying.
Someone tipped $1, says I'm being insanely loud. Well, I'm sorry about that, everybody. Thanks for the buck. Is the shirt inside out? Why is the American flag backwards? Because that's how they designed the shirt. Look.
Oh, okay, so this is the shirt. Oh, wow, it's a really, I was going to say stupid, and I would be wrong. It's a very smart and creative design to do whatever they're trying to do. So they can make it look washed out on purpose. That's why it's really cool.
That's the actual print on the shirt. It's meant to be stylistic, I suppose.
And if you think it's stupid, then that's because you're stupid, probably. Estupido.
How many
Eat it.
Hawaiian-style button-up shirts do I own? I don't know. I never counted. Because I have some that are more Hawaiian. Like, I would argue this is a more Hawaiian style.
Some more Hawaiian.
T-shirt, right? But I have others that are button shirts like this that aren't Hawaiian designs. They're more like I have plain, and I have other things that definitely are not Hawaiian. But I never counted. I don't know.
Definitely not Hawaiian. It's Hawaiian if it has palm trees on it or Hawaiian pattern.
Okay, very soon we'll be ending this DSP morning show and getting started with Pokemon. So last chance, if you guys have something you want to talk about, now would be the time before we get started with our playthrough again.
But I thought you're an interactive streamer. You can talk about that stuff while you're playing the game. Isn't that supposed to be the thing?
Where do I get most of my clothes? The store.
Wow.
I get most of my clothes at the clothing store.
Wow. Can't even say which one. He's not even going to say which one because then people are going to say, well, that's where poor people go and people that have no money. Phil has no money, everyone. Look at him. Let's make fun of him for being poor. He's probably on welfare. No, you idiot. Shut up. He begs for money from people who are on welfare. That's much better. Allegedly. And he's bankrupt. But that's because he's cool. That's because he scammed the government. That's the ultimate form of scam. When you can get away with scamming the government.
Instead of Kick? No, because I'm not a weirdo. I will just call you Kick, which is what you are. Just like I call subs on Kick, and I call memberships on YouTube, not candies. Like I'm some kind of a weird child that wants people to feed him candy all day. Very bizarre.
Yeah, not a weird child at all. That's a great background you got there, Phil. Not a weird child at all. It's a great lighting situation. A great everything. Not a child at all. This is a guy he has cried on stream more than any other YouTuber or streamer that I know. Actually just straight up cried on stream. And once he cried on stream because he thought people didn't like him or something. Hold on, let's see if I can find that. DSP cries on stream. Wow, that should be easy. So we have here, this is, no, DSP tries. No, DSP cries, you algorithm. So this... Yeah, this is actually a generational video, especially the title. DSP cries on stream for 30 seconds, then eats 2 Whoppers. We have a 12-minute compilation of the guy crying. Imagine crying so hard, they clip you and put it in a 12-minute compilation. This is the first one. This is the It Was Stuff. Vintage DSP cries it.
But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it, you know?
Yeah, this is the one. Because the message was like, hey, Phil, you're not gay and you're cool. Then he cried about, what did he cry about here? He cried so hard that you couldn't actually see him from the overlay because he was great. Oh, I think it was about one of his friends.
Get taken way too early.
Yeah, that's close to justifiable, but nothing ever justifies crying on stream. If you feel like crying on stream for whatever reason, even if it's the most acceptable reason possible, turn the camera off. You're just baiting people to make fun of you, straight up. Here's another one. And here he had a full-on outfit.
In Zengi, but he had a duplicate.
Yeah, this again. This is about T. This is the one with the E. Can we get it?
Just have him.
Yeah. You're just begging for somebody to make fun of you. Turn the camera off. Never cry on stream, no matter what. And there was... This is not even the full thing. He cried like 3 more times since then. Actually. I can't believe this. Do we have here? No, there's something else. Yeah, losing the bird in Minecraft because his bird died and he legit fucking cried. Legit, unironically, actually cried. Where was it? It's here somewhere. Was getting super emotional, you guys. It was like a, yeah.
Pork chop? Oh,
Like...
man, that's so sad. That's really sad. You're going to make me tear up for a virtual bird. That's so sad. A graveyard for...
Yeah, he's going through menopause right now. It's kind of hard dealing with his emotions.
Pork chop? Oh, man. Like, maybe eventually we'll do a graveyard. It could be out here.
Actually cries.
No. Okay. No.
Unironically. Yeah. Which else? There was one in Spider-Man when he was facing his mortality. Oh, this one is golden. This one is golden. This is the one, do you guys like me? Let's see, like me? Yep. Let's get the whole thing. I think it's because somebody gave him money, but I'm not sure.
Besides smart guy.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this right here. This is very positive. I would cry if I got something red like that.
Guys, it's still continuing. So
on his birthday, on his actual birthday, I can't believe it.
It actually is blowing my mind.
I thought it was on Christmas.
Like, I don't know what to say, but thank you.
That's why Asmongold should show up to his birthday party this week so he doesn't cry.
I'm lost. My mind is boggled. I don't, I'm very, like, when I first started doing work with the casino, everyone was like, oh, how do you feel about your newfound popularity? And I was like, wow, this is great. This is amazing.
Wait, is he still on the casino dick? No.
Thank you. Now here we are. I'm not with the casino. I just did a marathon.
Oh no, he's not with the casino because he thought that once, much like he thought when June the King exposed him, he thought that was the end, and he actually legit was thinking that it was all over. But then, good thing he had the casino around, and then he broke up with him, and that was a big thing. And people still gave him money, and he was like, he actually couldn't believe it, genuinely.
This is amazing. Thank you. Now here we are. I'm not with the casino. I just did a marathon. Look at how much I just made.
Bro, you're literally a man-child doing a birthday stream. That's the one time a year you're guaranteed to make a bunch of money. And like pretending, DSP of all people pretending that he didn't expect people to give him a lot of money on his birthday is so fucking shameless.
Just for being me.
Because he used to build that up. Wasn't that even called a birthday week? Actual build up week to his birthday, starting today, April 1st. Because his birthday is on the 6th of April. Actually did that stuff. And then was surprised. Whoa, you guys, what?
I don't. Do you like me?
What?
I haven't changed. I'm baffled.
He's baffled. And he was drunk as hell, too. This is the type of drunk when you start... We have this saying, when you get drunk, you're like, you respect me? You look at your friend, you're like, you respect me? He does the other thing. Do you like me?
But I guess I'm baffled in a good way.
It's positive
I'd rather be
baffling.
confused because you guys are supporting me. You know, just like last summer, I was confused, and I'm still confused. Then be baffled why I feel like I'm doing the right thing and you guys aren't supporting me. I'd rather be baffled why you are.
Actual drunk. It's going to be a lot more fun if I put it on 0.7.
Changed. You know, you want to know the truth? Back in the day, when I started on YouTube, when I was just a nobody.
And he's banning somebody right now. You could tell because he's just... He has no idea where this sentence is going because he's banning someone.
And I was making content yelling at a camera at the TV. And it looked like shit. And I was just being dumb. And I was swearing. And I was making sexual jokes or whatever. I don't
Or whatever.
content then either. You know, like I was like, why are people watching this?
Come on, bro. He was calling everybody jealous and bragging about how popular he was. And now the retcon is that he was making a living off of that and still not even thinking that is good content. So you're making a living off of shit that you think is trash? Wow, I respect you so much more now.
Get it. I don't understand, but they like it. So I'm going to keep going. And I did. Like, it baffles my mind. 17 years ago, 10 years ago,
1 year ago.
It's all the same to me. I'm lost, but at the same time, I'm happy.
He's lost but happy. That's how it should be. Did we get past the crying segment? Because he was actually just crying at some point.
Did it. You got the short-term support. It's going to end. At least you had a mean.
Oh, he's coping with the keynote. This is a great video, by the way. Yeah, he's crying here.
So now let's do it.
He's a crybaby.
Okay. I received a $2 tip.
Oh my God. Somebody telling you happy birthday, Phil, and you start crying.
In that regard. You got it.
Yeah, look at him. Oh, what a pathetic bitch.
My wife is the reason why I'm so happy.
You look the thrilled with your life, Phil. So thrilled. These are tears of joy. Don't be misled by his appearance. He's happy as hell.
Now, of course, I'm getting emotional, but
and like thinking about it from another perspective, this video came out on April 7th, 2025. This stream happened on April 6th. His background is exactly the same. Everything is exactly the same, if not better, because you don't have the good music. The good music, you know? I think that's why he's happy, though. Look at this. Look at this. So much red. So much red. That would make anybody happy. Tears of joy.
Did you see how angry I was?
Oh, this is it. Oh my God, this is the same clip. This is an all-time clip, man.
Did you see how angry I was before I met Kat? You saw how
Yeah.
angry I was, right?
Oh, yeah. Really, like, he was so pissed. Super pissed. Let me actually... This is why I love having the TBS docket, because we have every single link for every single thing that we've ever shown on TBS in one place. And I can just dig in and find this and do a copy and paste gimmick here. And this is what's going to happen now. We're going to see how super positive he was 7 days ago.
Because I had to guess. 6 and from a distance. All because I had to guess, because that's Cammy. I had to guess the right move, and I lose now because of a guess.
Holy shit, he's so happy.
You're a piece of shit. You're a terrible fucking player. You earned no hits. Fuck your mother. Really, fuck your mother. You're a terrible player. Again, everything she does is safe and from a distance and goes to level 3. No matter what. Any move she does from anywhere on the screen immediately goes to level 3 from full screen. Guys, can we get some support for Street Fighter 6?
Holy shit, he's so happy.
I had a terrible day earlier trying to play a great game. No one wanted to watch Slay the Spire 2. You guys are here for Street Fighter 6. Support the fucking stream.
He was so happy, man. Good thing he met Cat. Good thing he met Cat. Big ups Jordan Fadeaway says, someone needs TRT therapy. Oh boy, so emotional. But that's because he's happy. You would never understand. You've never been happy before. That's what a happy person looks like.
DSP told his fans to contact Asman about something he wants. On side scrollers, he then called Keem disrespectful and unprofessional for publicly offering him $50,000 to his audience.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And then he tried to do the public pressure thing with Mr. Medicare. He tried to do it with other people, I guess, like Wings. Yeah, he did the same thing with Wings. Like, everybody, I just want you to know that I invited Wings and he didn't respond. Yeah, and that's what he does. But if you do that to him, it's unfair. You can't do that. And also, it's not even on side-scrollers. When Keemstar offered however much money for Low Tier God and Wings and DSP to be on stream together, he said that you shouldn't be doing that in public and making those kind of offers. Even though, you know. But let's see him be happy as hell. He's reading the kick chat here. Hold on. Give him a moment. He's crying. He needs to get up and do something. Get a napkin? I don't know.
Cat is the reason why I'm not angry anymore.
Oh, right. We were on that. I forgot. Yeah, he's so chill.
Because I'm happy. Everything before her.
The goat. Actual goat. Everything was another life.
Since I met her has been the best life. And I wish that for all of you.
Hey, big ups Furious Cinnabon for the 5 says, happy birthday, Meerkat. I love you. Well, I like you. That's what you said. But you should have said that you love me, because then I would have started crying. But just for liking me, I'm not going to cry just because you like me. Come on. Get in line. Millions of people like me. Asmongold would probably like me. He would call me based.
I really do. That's why I think that so many people out there are in pain.
Right.
And are hate.
DSP, sympathetic style DSP. Because now we're going to make it about his trolls. He's not talking about anybody else, but his trolls. Well, look at how happy I am. My trolls must be miserable because they don't cry on stream. Anyways, let's go back to the happy present of the reality that exists.
Just the shirt I was wearing Friday was J. Crew, actually. The green shirt, that was J. Crew. I don't know if I own any Banana Republic.
No Banana Republic. You don't have the Banana Republic denim edition? Come on, it comes in denim. Is the squeezed one. Yeah, great music, by the way.
No, I do not have a watch or a luxury watch or anything like that.
Not even a watch? Not even a non-luxury watch?
$2 and it has been held by PayPal.
Oh my god. It's been held by Interpol.
We had the same thing happen yesterday, actually. Someone was tipping me, I believe it was $2, and it was held by PayPal. So this might be the same person. It might be, yeah, if it's you again, something's up between you and PayPal where PayPal doesn't think that your tips are legit. Just so you know.
I mean, well, they tried to give you money and it failed. I guess that's kind of your problem, to be honest. But sure.
Setup, the wide angle view. No, D-Corp says, do you still have the wide angle view with your setup? The wide angle view used to be over there on top of the television, which I don't use anymore. I do have the camera, but I turned it off because I kept having issues with USB. If I had all 3 cameras plugged in, one or more of them would malfunction. I don't know if it was the USB bandwidth on my PC or whatever. So I stopped doing it. And so now these 2 cameras that I alternate between.
Oh no, let's not do that.
These two cameras seem
But why?
fine.
But why would you need multiple camera angles if number one, you're not using them, and number two, anytime you use them is kind of, there's no point. You might as well just have one camera. Like, why would I need this? Why would I need this? In which case would I need this? Or is that just a thing that he bought because he thinks is cool, which is what actually happened? I mean, come on. It's literally what happened. So let's go quickly through the Pokemon stream and talk about how Phil got clipped on Reddit and got made fun of and got dragged yet again, because that's like, oh, it happens every week. So here we're gonna go forward in time to this specific point in time.
Haha. Ah. Ah. Stop that.
That was a little bit of a clown bit. So here we're about to get to the actual legit part that he crashed out. I want to say in advance, and I want to apologize in advance, I guess. I don't really know anything about Pokemon. I've never really been a fan, so if I'm wrong about something, consider that I don't know anything about it. And I'll try not being wrong, because I don't know shit about
The
this.
CPU to not get insane luck and do critical hits that take
Okay, here's when the cheating's
I need
happening.
more experience. I need the CPU to not get insane luck and do critical hits that take my whole life bar. Because that's why I'm in the situation I'm in. You got critical hit Swift. Oh, look, now you're dead. No critical hit bullshit. Just let it be a fair fight. And the game won't let it be a fair fight.
And he got eradicated almost instantly. So he's got 2 more Pokemon on like 1 HP, so there's no point. I don't know if this is the one where he just straight up quits to the dashboard, but it's incredible. Sound the alarms, he's dying. DSP whited out. No, he's a whiteouter. All right, let's move on to the next moment. So we have here a little bit further.
No, you can't buy potions that cheat because you can only get potions that heal for 20. You can't buy super potions. So I can't do what she does. She has a heal that I don't have. Gloria's Draven did a $2 super chat, says use Bullet Seed on Oddish and use potions. The potions don't do anything. She hits for more than 20. So if I heal, she just hits for more anyway. And
But bro, look at this. Even me as a pathetic mouth drooler, I can see this number here. So what this number here, I'll try and explain to you to the best of my abilities. This says level 19, allegedly. And up here, it says level 21. So, you know, you're probably gonna lose Phil. But that's what happens when he plays every game like it's on a conveyor belt, and you want to get rid of it as quickly as possible. You just end up being under-leveled, and you get cucked.
I still die. But I could use Bullet Seed on Oddish if people think I should.
And hand-holding, by the way.
Okay, will this do anything? Probably not. As you can see, if I use a potion right now, it doesn't matter. It hits for 38. So the 20 does nothing. I'll still die. Dead. So paralyzed does nothing. ignores the paralyze and hits me anyway.
And I think the realization might be setting in that he's gonna get clipped and made fun of. Which, I mean, is gonna happen no matter what, because it's fucking DSP. But there's a difference between getting clipped and the detractors watching it, and there's a difference between getting clipped and going on the front page of the live stream fails on Reddit, which is what we like. Let's go here. So here, we see DSP struggles against the second Pokemon leader because he raised too many Pokemon, blames the AI cheating for his mistakes. This has 4,000 upvotes in a day and almost 700 comments. So yeah, let's watch this clip, and that's pretty much going to be the summary of the Pokemon stuff. Like I told you, I don't really know much about it. Maybe we're going to check out some begging segments, because those always make me happy. They baffle me in a positive way. Big Ups Movie Sign says, positive baffleability, which is literally how I'm feeling when I watch DSP begging.
Does double damage, and I lose the character I need to win. I'm not going to win again. It literally cheated exactly the same way again. It keeps doing critical hits for no reason. It's completely fucking stupid.
Yeah, thank God this is sped up, by the way. That's a great clip. That's how you do it. If you want something to go viral, that's how you do it. You make it so people don't have to sit through like 10-minute video. Because this is just 2 minutes, short and sweet, to the point, and people in the comments are loving it. We're going to read some comments in a little bit. Player lost against leader Misty.
There's nothing you can do. Like,
And again, every time he fails, this is what's on my mind.
How's that gout? How's that gout? How's that gout?
what did I do wrong?
How's that gout, Phil? Come on, Phil. How's that gout?
And confusion and stuff, it always has the advantage on you. It gets every rare chance hits for the computer only. Like, what did I do wrong? Nothing. I have the right Pokemon to win the fight, but when you critical hit and when you confuse me with one hit, I can't win. So I just got to go grind more. There's nothing that can be done.
And the top comment is brutal. The top comment says, me in the backseat of my parents' car when I was 8. I mean, yeah. Again, he sucks at every game I've seen him play. Legitimately. Can't tell if he's mentally slow or if he does it so people comment and share it. Then we get, it's both. He knows his only viewership comes from his lolcow status, so he leans into it. That's a, nah. That's the optimistic person thinking. No. You think this guy leans into his lolcow status and then gets nothing out of it? Like, he got shit on for this and got nothing on his channel. Like, he got no bumps on his channel even, at all. It can't be a DSP stream if he blames everything else and not himself. Highest level Pokemon is 18 and the majority are 15 against the level 21 Pokemon. I mean, yeah. You know you have lost all joy and whimsy in life when you start calling Pokemon characters. Which, I guess, yeah, good point. Even I call him Pokemon, I guess. Where is his starter? What the fuck? LMAO. He's struggling with Pokemon Fire Red. There isn't a single mainline Pokemon game that is hard. These games were designed for elementary schoolers. Well, this guy is allowed to buy firearms and drive a car. Whoa, God forbid he does that. Once he gets a gun, you're going to be begging me to put on my vest. But I'm going to have it retired because it's going to be past the indivestance day. Come on. This isn't a surprise after seeing DSP die to the first guy in GoldenEye recently. And then, okay, let's get the explanation. Somebody was kind enough to explain this, like a person who has no idea about Pokemon. So this is what's going on. I'm going to run the TTS on this one because it's much better than me reading it because I don't have to do anything.
He is underleveled. Each level will, roughly, be a 1-2% difference in both damage dealt and received. Basically, you can take it for him to be dealing 10% less damage and taking 10% more damage across the board. Additionally, he may be missing important moves that those Pokemon may learn which will allow them to do more damage. He also doesn't understand type matchups. Water beats ground. Doesn't get that. Taking super effective damage like that is 2x multiplier on the move's damage. So a super effective move is doing 200% damage. He is also facing Misty's Starmie, which is somewhat difficult compared to the rest of Fire Red's early game that is really easy. He also has two very solid answers to Starmie, Oddish and Pikachu, that if they were properly leveled, would make the fight a breeze. I.e., he's playing like a kid touching the game for the first time and throwing a temper tantrum as a grown-ass man.
Shout out Pikachu. Yeah, but no, it's actually the game's cheating. How dare you? What are you, fucking troll? Come on. Oh, and I think he ate a burger. Yeah, he ended up eating a burger. He had a Burger King Royal Crisp Chicken.
Well, these two are
Which is, well, that's just another name for the chicken. The Royal Crisp Chicken? That's just the chicken with a Gucci belt.
completely smashed.
The chicken is dead. Long live the chicken.
French
And
fries?
complaining about fucking French fries. I'm never watching a DSP tries it again. Because the DSP tries it is just him eating fast food on camera, pretending to review it. Like, reviewing fast food? What are you going to say? Tastes like a burger? Wow. It tastes like a burger. Anyways, let's go to the other thing, which is another stream. I think let's get a wrap up in the end, support wrap up. Let's see how much he made. Was there
Pokemon stream we've done.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, perfectly sniped.
Don't know what happened.
Okay, let's get the whole thing. I want the whole thing. Let's be pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly baffled?
It was the €5 super chat from Mumu Duckaroo. That's the equivalent of around $6 of support. So thank you, Mumu Duckaroo. And then there was £2 from Raptor Buggy. So we made it to $100 to support this stream. Slowest Pokemon stream we've done. Don't know what happened, but hopefully the next one picks up. If not, like if the next Pokemon stream doesn't pick up in support, we probably can't play it as a daytime stream like this anymore.
Bro, and he got like $100 being actually terrible at the game. What are you crying about? No way, man. How is it that his content gets worse, but his entitlement gets more? It's insane.
Which would suck because I
Wow.
love Pokemon, but I don't know.
Guys, it would suck.
All right, so here's the deal. It's break time. I'm gonna make the thumbnail, upload this video. Gonna make the thumbnails for Pokemon, upload those videos, upload the morning show. Tonight, between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, this trash. Anyways, let's move on to the Crimson Desert stream. This is the early stream the next day. Let's skim through the pre-stream.
Long for those.
As you can see, another... Is this a Hawaiian shirt? This doesn't look very Hawaiian. It's more like terrible and trash.
It's good to have a game like this right now. So,
Oh, let's do some shout-outs first. Sorry, I've been ghosting you guys, like the little ghoster I am.
Baller alert.
He's been looking forward to his birthday payday since Christmas. Scopely can make an extra yacht payment this month.
Oh, I don't know if it's Copley now. It might be another company, man. You know? I don't think people have been tracking the champion stuff anymore. Well, it was just TJ Gamebox, and if he decided to stop, which I think at this point is reasonable. Like, we proved the point. He admitted that he's been lying for like 7 years, and he spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Who fucking knows what the reality is? Because, you know, he's a liar. So at this point, we can rest. We can let the Down from the Rafters rest and move on to whatever he's playing now. No one knows.
The invisible $150 goal might as well be tattooed on his forehead.
Right? Right? Because goals don't exist, but nothing but 150 is satisfactory for him. So it kind of does exist. It kind of does exist. Big ups Mickey Thor for both of these. And big ups Cream Pie. This is the last one.
Baller alert.
I can't wait to see him get upset at his dents this year for not giving him money for his birthday, then we get to watch him cope about his failures.
Oh, don't get too excited. The birthday stream is the one that everybody shows up for. And by everybody, I mean the Hall of Fame of dents. You get the dent equivalent of The Rock, the dent equivalent of Steve Austin, the dent equivalent of Triple H, John Cena, The Big Show. You get the dent equivalent of Eugene, which is Jade. So, yeah, they're all going to show up, man. Expect to be, what was that? Negatively baffled.
oh, together,
So, yeah, don't get your hopes up. I'm just saying.
our own enjoyment and
But if it's slow and Asmongold doesn't show up, the guest of honor doesn't show up, it will be incredible.
criteria. Okay?
The guest of honor.
All right. So welcome to the show, everyone. Let's first of all say hello to everyone.
This is from yesterday, by the way. Yesterday, day stream.
And then let's do some interaction. Let's have some fun. We got some shout outs to do. People are already talking about the game. But let's say what's up. Good morning, everyone. On the YouTube side, who do we got today? We've got Layla.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
And polar opposite of yesterday. You know, we've got Crimson Desert, which is a question mark, but also has a lot of action, a lot of combat. And then we've got Street Fighter 6 tonight, which is all combat. So we've got all action as opposed to yesterday was a more laid back, chill day. Today's a more action packed day. I like the fact that we have variety in the content, you know.
Now on to Crimson Desert.
I still have over 100 quests in the starting area to complete. This is a long-term game for sure. See, but this is exactly the question that I presented before the game came out. Sure, there's 100 quests in the starter area. Are any of them meaningful?
Well, considering most of the Grey Main quests quite literally unlock mechanics within the game, yes. Yes. If anything, the starter quests that you do for the Grey Mains, which is your faction, actually are the most meaningful quests in the whole game.
Do they have unique and interesting stories? Do they actually
not really
need as rewards that you need to do them?
Yes.
Or is this a case of quantity over quality? That's the question. Because if they pulled off another Witcher 3, then that's amazing. But if they pulled off another fetch...
He's talking about pulling off another Witcher 3 like it's the easiest thing to do. Yeah, just write engaging side quests. Just, like, do it. It's so easy. It's like telling... Because if you tell DSP to have an engaging stream, he's going to call you half of the slurs that exist. And then he's going to seed for half an hour, and then he's going to call you the other half.
Quest, open world...
Remember once somebody told him he was boring, and he said that if the stream is boring, then you're boring. If you're bored watching this, then you're boring.
Garbage game where it's just repetitive nonsense and there's no reason to do any of it, then it doesn't matter that there's 100 quests in the starter area, you see?
Yeah, it's like telling him, just be a good gamer. Just stop getting clipped, failing at GoldenEye. Just be good at GoldenEye. Be good at Pokemon, Phil.
Okay, Soul at 2 a.m. did a $2 super chat and says, what's the difference between a pie and a cobbler? I'm not...
Okay, we're not gonna find this out. We're definitely not finding this out.
All right, now let's see what people have to say, because people were talking about it. Chippewa says, I'd like to see what the settlement building system is like. Hopefully you get to that today. It sounds really rewarding. I don't even know what that means. The settlement building system? What is this, Fallout 4?
No, you fucking dent. You should have figured it out by now. You have a camp in the game, and the more quests you do for your faction, the most stuff gets unlocked for the camp.
Okay.
But this is like, and I despise this so much about him, is when he is determined to hate on something, he will be willfully ignorant so he can say something is stupid and sucks. Which is so fucking annoying. It's so annoying and it's so bad faith. Like, if you don't like the game, you don't think it's meaningful enough, that's fair. You can have that take, totally.
Little the Witch...
But then it's like trying to make it logically make sense and prove a point by doing a bunch of like false equivalences or just nitpicking, cherry-picking stuff, misrepresenting stuff. You're just being in bad faith because you attach your opinion to your ego and you must be right.
It's totally up to you. I would recommend doing main quests until you complete all of Chapter 4. You'll get a skill that makes puzzles and exploring a lot easier. All right, so I just finished Chapter 2.
By the way, I would also advise this. And this is the general rule of thumb for Crimson Desert. Once the main quest tells you to go to a different region, it is kind of suggesting that you're going to move on. Well, it's not suggesting, it's just straight up telling you that you're going to move on to a different part of the map. So it's in your best interest to explore the current region before you move on to the next one. So you can be of an appropriate level and things aren't harder, and you can collect a bunch of skill points and have an advantage. Hey, big ups for the tier 1 sub on Twitch. 666 minion, dude.
I think I want to do, since I killed the excavator, that's for that faction quest, for that group, that family or whatever. I probably want to go back to that family, get my reward for killing the excavator, and maybe continue that quest line as a side quest line. And then maybe everything else I do will be related to the main quest for Chapter 3.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. He did exactly that same thing with Stellar Blade. Because Stellar Blade looks like a pretty great hack-and-slash action game, but he tried to misrepresent it to make it essentially be like a porn game, like it's a gooner game. Which, It's the only reason people were talking about it like a Gooner game is because the main character is a hot chick that you can sometimes see her ass if you really try hard and position the camera in a specific way. And that's why he didn't want to play it, because people were going to get too horny.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Did I do any mining of iron and copper yet? No. I found some copper and iron just by breaking stuff, but I didn't even get a pickaxe. Like, I think I have.
Well, you could have bought one. Just buy one.
It's supposed to be a mission where you go talk to someone to give you a pickaxe, and I didn't even do that. Like, I don't even have that. So, yeah. I don't think it's even been explained, honestly, that, you know, that mechanic exists in the game while I've been playing. I think I'm what, my first day?
Bro, you literally have, let's say, 5 to 10 people that you can ask for help the whole time. But the mechanic needs to be explained, that I can get a pickaxe and equip it and break rocks with it and get ore. Whoa, they need to explain this.
4 videos, and it was around 4.5 hours. And then last time I played, it was around 2.5, so I'm probably around 6 to 7 hours in. I mean, I don't think that that's happened yet.
Do they need to explain that you need to press the left stick forward to go forward? They need to explain this. I don't know. Maybe you can move with the right stick.
Game. One more try says, I'd recommend mining for iron and copper, getting timber, and upgrading armor and weapons. There you go. But
well, you couldn't figure that out by yourself? That you need to get resources to level up your gear and get better? Or you're just being willfully ignorant so you can make the game look bad and you can quit it eventually. But they didn't let him quit it because they pay-pigged him again. And he hit his little goal that doesn't exist but also does.
Again, the game... here's the thing. Here's why I actually think people are having different experiences with Crimson Desert. Because the game doesn't have structure.
It totally does. Literally, the main quest handholds you, and the next, after you finish a quest, the next quest is automatically activated and tells you exactly where to go and what to do. That's called structure. Side quest is the same thing. You go to your journal, you find the quest, tells you exactly what to do and where to go.
Okay? And for some, they'll be like, wow, that's amazing sandbox concept. Do whatever you want in any order.
And it's not even like that. It's not really even all that much of a sandbox concept. It's just an open world game with a bunch of side quests.
But the problem with
in a massive map,
no structure, it means that people will have completely different experiences in the game, and it could actually lead to bad experiences. So, for example, what if someone never encounters the mining and crafting mechanic?
How? How are you going to do that? How are you not going to ever encounter it? That you can craft stuff, that you can upgrade your weapons? Then you're just being dumb, and they shouldn't be making games for you. Because that's what causes developers to put in the yellow paint. And that's why I respect FromSoft, because they don't expect you to complete all the content. They think that sometimes you can miss out on a dungeon. There's so many places in Elden Ring that you might never go to, and that's fine. Because it's not for everybody. Otherwise, it would have yellow paint all over the place. And that's what he wants. That's what he wants. He wants games to be dumber for idiots, so everybody can have the standard experience.
What if you go wander off and you're doing stuff and you don't even understand that you can mine and upgrade your materials? Now, would that be your fault? I mean, no, it could be chance. You just don't walk into the mission. You don't encounter that thing and you don't realize it's important. And now you're playing the game.
Well, then that's your problem. I'm sorry, that's your problem. Hey, big up Shybot for the Prime sub, dude.
30 hours with underleveled gear. And people watch your playthrough and they're like, haha, you suck because your gear's not level. No. The game...
No. You actually fucking suck. If you're making a playthrough of this game for public consumption on YouTube, and you don't even know that you can mine materials and upgrade your gear, you're a moron. And your playthrough is objectively bad, because you are intentionally missing out on core aspects of the game. Yes, your playthrough sucks, Phil.
Thing, and you don't realize...
And that's why he knows he's wrong and he's gonna get criticized for it, because he crossed his arms like this. This is the apprehensive, closed body language.
It's important. And now you're playing the game for 20, 30 hours.
Somebody doing this, you know they're nervous. And look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Whoa.
Hours with underleveled gear.
You're gonna play the game for 30 hours and you're gonna be underleveled? And you're gonna expect people to like your playthrough? No, that's fucking trash.
People watch your playthrough and they're like, haha, you suck because your gear's not level.
Yeah, he wanted the yellow desert. That's what he wanted. The yellow desert.
No.
A game for game journalists.
Game doesn't have structure. The game didn't show you that you could do it. So how the fuck would you know? That's a problem with modern game design. And I'm sorry because I know that some people
With modern game design.
traditionally...
The problem with modern game design is the opposite. That the game spoon feeds you every single piece of information to the point where you just have to walk forward and press X a couple of times. There's some games that let you bypass the quick time events. There's some games that just straight up tell you what to do in the puzzles. There's some games that automatically complete the puzzles. That was, I think, the last Spider-Man. Actually, the two Insomniac Spider-Mans let you just bypass the puzzles.
They say, oh,
If you don't feel like it, literally let you bypass the side content. That's crazy.
traditionally sandbox games don't hold your hand. It's 2026, folks.
Yeah, folks, the game holds your hand. It tells you exactly where to go on the map, and on the bottom of your screen, it says exactly what you have to do. It's not like we're talking about Hell Is Us here, because Hell Is Us is a different game. He played only the demo. And it's a game that actually just straight up doesn't tell you what to do. It tells you vaguely what you need to accomplish, and you need to figure it out from there.
Folks,
This is nothing like that.
$100 on a game. I want the game to say, hey, here's what's present in me, so you can play me and enjoy me. Not here, fuck around for 20 hours. And
I'm sorry, DSP. I think there should be like a bare minimum requirement of intelligence to play a video game. Because those people put in thousands of hours collectively working on it, and they're still putting in hundreds of hours patching it and working on it. So I think it's kind of disrespectful for you to expect them to just tell you how everything works, so you can bypass through the game and not feel insecure about your own intelligence.
hopefully, by chance, you run into the stuff that's good. I don't want that. I just want the stuff that's good. You understand?
And just go eat a burger. Get some McDonald's.
Want to get to the best parts of the game earlier, or maybe it's because I want to entertain the audience and not put you to sleep, wandering around and just doing boring shit because we can't find the good stuff. But
Well, that's your fault. I seen Maximilian dude play it and having fun and getting thousands of live viewers and hundreds of thousands on demand. Seems like it's not a problem.
there has to be structure, and if the game doesn't have it, that's a flaw in my opinion. You can disagree, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree on that. Some people do like games where
No, we can't agree to disagree when you have an objectively wrong opinion. We can't do that. We can't agree to disagree on something that you're just ignorant about.
you're just wandering endlessly and encounter.
That's like saying, I think the wheels of a car should be squared. There should be cubical. We can agree to disagree on that. No, it's just a stupid and wrong opinion.
Things and figure things out willy-nilly for yourself. I don't like that. I want a game that has structure, that defines the actual mechanics of the game so I understand them. You know what I mean? Like, people are posting up stuff like, wow, I'm 50 hours into Crimson Desert and the barber just unlocked. I can, change my hair. To which I say, that's terrible. I shouldn't have to play 50 hours for a simple customization option. Why are you praising that?
It's not a core mechanic. Is it 50 hours in? Maybe somebody else can unlock it in 10 hours or 15 hours.
That's bad game design. That's stupid.
It's bad game design to unlock a very superfluous side mechanic that lets you change your hair and your beard later on in the game.
Think that's good. You are like ignorant. Why would you think that's good? I don't understand.
Cause what he wants. Let's say that this is Crimson Desert, a game that is over 100 hours long by default, and he wants you to have every mechanic introduced in the first 10 hours, so you can essentially discover nothing else for the 90 hours more that you play. So you can do the exact same thing and you already have all the mechanics. What's the point in that? What's the point in that? It's about gradually unlocking more stuff, finding out more stuff, getting better, feeling stronger, feeling like you discovered something. Even if it's the stupid barber.
Let's see what else people have to say here. King of the Void says it's like 90s or early 2000s. You had to ask other kids who are playing the game or check game facts. There you go. Or historically, no. Let's be real. Buy the strategy guide. That's what it used to be, is they want you to go spend another $20+ on this big ass strategy guide that has everything in it.
And DSP did that. DSP did that. He doesn't give a fuck that it costs $20+. He did that.
You understand it.
He did that because otherwise people would leave comments on his videos saying, Phil, you're stupid. You missed this.
That's what it is, right?
Like, he was having the fakest fucking playthroughs, man. He would look up shit and just go through the motions with it.
Bosnian Hog Hunter says, I think with how much they focus on quantity of superfluous mechanics, they've sacrificed polish needed to have great core gameplay in combat and progression. Sky Jogger says, that's the point, DSP. You get to figure out that's part of the fun. Sometimes the journey is more fun than the destination. Again, I think...
Again?
Here's the thing. I respect that opinion.
But you don't. You don't. You just called it bad game design. You can't respect the thing that you just called it is objectively bad.
I 100%
You're just being fake respectful now.
respect it. If you're playing Crimson Desert and you're having a great time exploring the open world, having, you know, just discovering things, then I guess the game has succeeded.
But that's like how they designed it on purpose for this exact effect. I'm so tired of talking about Crimson Desert. I said everything I wanted to say about it. And I also probably played more gameplay of it on stream than DSP has.
Because you're being entertained, right? So that's cool. Today, as we play, if I'm encountering fun things and we're enjoying our time, then the game has done its job. If we happen to just run into boring...
Yeah, but bro, we depend on Darkside Phil, notoriously dog shit gamer, to do this. So that's not appropriate science. That's not the appropriate way to test if this works or not. This is insanely subjective. And he's not even the average gamer. I would say probably that's like Angry Joe. He's like way below the average gamer. And he is adamantly insistent that every game should be for people like him.
Stuff or can't find meaningful stuff and we feel frustrated by the end of the stream, then that means the game hasn't done a good job. You know, I don't know. Again, for me, I feel like everyone should enjoy the game. If the game is designed in a way that's so open and so unguided that two people can have completely different experiences, one good and one terrible, then that's kind of a problem. We both paid...
But who are these two people? If one of them is an average gamer and the other guy is a moron, I'm on the average gamer's side.
The same money for the game. We both paid $70. So why does this guy happen to have a great time because he ran into all the good stuff by complete luck?
He ran into it. Now it's complete luck, by the way. He just said it's about exploring and discovering, but now it's about luck. It's about complete luck. It's just such a fucking bad faith argument. That's what pissed me off so much about it. It's so fucking bad faith.
And this guy over here is bored to tears and hates the
It's a guy who's already made up his mind trying to pretend that there's some fair debate going on.
game because he can't find anything.
And he's desperate to push this fucking empty bullshit narrative.
Bonos Temo says, Asmongold apparently agrees with you in his latest videos on Crimson Desert. Shouldn't take long for a game to be good. Okay. Good for him, I guess. I don't know why I would care about that. Layla the Witch says, I'm being
why you wouldn't care about your guy, your guest of honor on your birthday, to like the same games that you do and agree with you on video games?
Honest, as much as I like the game, it's all over the place, and I've had to watch a lot of guides to play the game optimally. There you go. A game that...
That's your problem.
Get guidance.
To play the game optimally, that's the thing. That is the crux of the matter right here. Because so many people nowadays got used to playing the game as optimally as possible. And optimal doesn't equal entertaining. Playing Minecraft or like a farming simulator in the most optimal way is good. Because if you're farming, you want to do it in the most efficient way possible. But if you just want to have an adventure, the optimal way to play is not the most important thing. If it's about adventure, exploring, and discovering. Because you know what? I could just open up Google Maps and I could go to Italy, I could go to Rome and look at the Colosseum. Did I explore it? Did I adventure? Did I have an adventure in Italy? Or it was the most optimal way for me to consume the information that is the Google Street View of Rome?
At least for me, I have used...
Because yeah, that is also a good point. Elden Ring gets boring when you play it optimally. When you just get the dual katana bleed build and you just do a jump R2. That gets boring. Because it's like the optimal way to play. You just get two like plus 10 katanas and you just fucking slash away.
You're my audience. You're going to be here to chill with me, to interact, and to have a good time, and to help me.
Hey, what's up, Cruz?
Parts of the game that are good. Not everyone is me. Not everyone's that lucky. People are going to buy the game and be like, what do I do? Do I have to sit online now endlessly researching shit to play this game? Like, why would I want to do that?
I mean, the game within itself has a tutorial. I don't know how to call it. It's a whole ass like encyclopedia of every single mechanic that you unlocked that exists in the game, and you can just go and look it up anytime. And if you want more stuff to unlock, just do more side quests. That's it. Just do the gray mains first because they unlock the core mechanics, and you do the side stuff first for extra benefits. And you send off your comrades to a bunch of missions so you can get benefits for your camp and some experience. That's it. It's just so simple.
Let's see here.
Yeah, are we seeing it? I think we are.
Someone tipped $1 says, how do you know about all these mechanics and quests you haven't encountered in the game yet? What are you
Because people told him about it, and he read about it on Twitter.
talking about? That people are telling me about them in the chat right now. I'm a live streamer. I have an audience that talks to me in a chat, and I read the chat.
So you answer the question, but you're pretending that it's a stupid question.
And that's how I gain knowledge of things that we're discussing.
You can just tell him. Yeah, just tell him. People told me.
Maybe you didn't understand that's how this works. I'm not talking to myself. I'm actually reading a chat room. Did you know that? Maybe you didn't. Check it out. It's youtube.com/DSP Gaming. You can see the chat. Or kick.com/DSP Gaming Real. You can see the chats live. Were you aware of that? I figured if you were watching a live stream, you understood the mechanics of a stream. I guess not. Okay. Hoi, yoi, yoi. Thanks for $1.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Biz Puzzles. What's up, Joshua? How are you?
Okay. What are we gonna get next? What kind of music was that too? What the fuck?
You get to Abyss Puzzle. Some of them are so obscure, I ripped my hair out. Jay Kuma says, I know you're still unimpressed with the game, but it does get good. Just needs more time investment. Unfortunately, the devs have been quick to adjust the problem with the tutorials. Oh, really?
Oh, really? This goes against my narrative? What?
What's up?
What? I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Sounds good.
Oliveira, I am not... Oh, Oliveria. I am not a grumpy Gus today at all. I was
totally are.
responding to someone with a tip. I'm very confused as to someone doesn't understand that I have interaction with an audience, and that's how I would know game mechanics I haven't encountered yet.
Okay, well, just say that. Just say that. That's why they asked. That's why it was a question, so you could say that. God damn it. Let's get to the... Can we see this, the Asmon? Okay, birthday. Okay, let's see this.
Tries it. Don't know. We're not doing a DSP Tries It next week. We're skipping the week because it's my birthday next week. So since my birthday is Monday, and Monday will be my birthday marathon, likely I'll be ordering food just to have during the marathon, and it's not going to be a formal DSP Tries It. Like, I already talked to my wife about it, and we don't know what to do. Here's why, okay? It's my birthday. I want to get something good, like pizza or something, right? But we've been eating healthy. And the thing is that I don't want to order food that if I order it, my wife doesn't want it, and then she ends up having to either make something for herself or ordering something else. So we got to talk about it and figure out like an agreement on what to get, something that we'll enjoy.
Why are you talking about it like you gotta have to talk to the president of another country? You get to talk to your wife. This takes 15 seconds. Hey, what do you want to eat for my birthday? And she's going to say, I don't know, Sloppy Joe. And you're going to be like, okay, then we're going to order you a Sloppy Joe, and I'm going to get myself a Sloppy Toppy. I don't fucking know.
Joy, but
It's so easy. Everything for him has to be super complex, because that's how adults are.
also something that she's going to want to eat. Like, I tell you right now, if I order pizza, she's probably not going to want it. She's going to be like, I don't want to eat that. So I don't know what we're going to do right now for the birthday. We're thinking about it. Like, I'm going to probably get myself a piece of cake from the grocery store, and I'll have a piece of birthday cake during the marathon. But outside of that, I don't know what we're eating during that day. Okay? Now, outside of that, the week after, we will bring back the actual DSP Tries It series. What will it be? I don't know. Probably next week we'll talk about, hey, what's going on with food or whatever to figure out what it'll be and bring it back into the fold. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Now, we get to this most special part ever. Hello? Brunel? Now we get some cool music.
Mike Arthur says you should invite Asmongold onto the birthday stream. It would be cool for him to see how well you're doing. Sure. Would you like? Here's the thing. If I DM him, he'll never see it. The only way I can get Asmongold's attention is to publicly say something that then someone will clip and show him So he will see it, and then he will respond. So
But that's the wrong way to do stuff. You shit on Keemstar, like we earlier talked about. You shit on Keemstar for the same thing. That's not the business way. By putting pressure on somebody publicly. Not that Asmongold in particular is going to be very publicly pressured by this.
here, I'll do it this way. Ready, everyone? Hello, everyone on the internet. I'm making it formally known that on Monday, April 6th, I am doing a birthday marathon here on DSP Gaming. All right, I'm going to be playing games and having fun, having some drinks, having a cake and all kinds of stuff on my birthday. I am formally inviting Asmongold, if he is broadcasting that day at the same time I am, to briefly come on the marathon stream and have a quick conversation to catch up and see how he's doing, and I'll let him know how I'm doing, if he's interested.
I'm going to let him know how I'm doing. Like, who cares, bro? What are you going to tell him? Yeah, man, I'm sitting here playing video games. It's just like an advertisement segment.
He's not.
Oh.
Fine. But this is
Just a free commercial space. He just wants a shout out for his birthday. That's his birthday wish as a 44-year-old man. Is he 44 now or 45?
the only way I
don't actually know.
Is if I formally do it like this. I know that if I send him a DM somewhere, like on X or Discord, he'll never see it.
Then he doesn't want this to happen.
All right? So send this his way. Let Asmongold know he's formally invited.
Formally invited.
This will not be a giant interview or anything.
Oh, so corny.
At any time during
Corn dog.
broadcasting. My broadcast will start roughly around 11 a.m. Pacific time and probably go all the way till like 9 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, April 6th. Okay? Formal announcement, formal invite to Asmongold. If he wants to come on, it's okay. If he doesn't, I won't have any hard feelings. There you go. People want that. There you go.
People want that. People wanted that because one guy said it, and it might as well have been a joke. People want that. Now everyone wants that. And then Asmongold, if he shows up to the stream, that's what he's going to hear. Yeah, man. Well, I thought that was kind of weird, but like my fans were like, man, you should invite Asmongold to your fucking birthday podcast. Yeah. Yeah. So, last thing we're going to do today is watch some of the Crimson gameplay. But before that, let me do some shout outs because I'm also an interactive streamer with an audience. Big ups to Solon the Lich for this message.
He should change his username from down from the rafters to something more appropriate like out of the closet. You can't spend so much on JPEGs of buff gentlemen and not be in the rainbow spectrum.
Hey, okay, I have a line, specifically a line about this in the new song. So here it is. Here's somewhere. Let me just play this specific one. Okay, here it is. I love my wife, but I'm also into guys. Look at the hookster, the python sure is nice. Yeah, sounds good to me. Out of the closet style. Yeah, big ups also 666 Minion for the 100 bits. Does this get TTS? It doesn't get TTS for some reason. This guy was the reason why there was a phone number you could call in the 90s for help with video games. Was there actually a thing like that? God damn. The hand-holding hotline. The Triple H. The Triple H. Hey, that's a thing. The hand-holding hotline. And also 100 bits. Also, the reason why he wants everything all at once is because he needs video games catered to his streaming schedule. Fuck everyone else. Of course, he's a spoiled baby. Of course he's going to want to have everything. He was crying about RPGs releasing too close to one another.
When Copilot for Xbox comes out and handholds him through all games.
That's the worst.
About that being AI.
That's the worst innovation of all time, man. The worst innovation of all time is Copilot that plays video games for me. What's next? Are we going to get ChatGPT that's going to watch a movie for me and recap it so I don't have to watch the movie at all? You can just explain to me what happens. Or maybe they can have like a AI narration while the movie is going on that explains to you what's happening in the scene. That would be so hot. I would love that. It's incredible innovation and technology.
Bill is representative of this capitalist pilled mindset in America that approaches everything like a hedge fund. Efficiency at all costs, no wasted time, it's a miserable existence.
Well, I mean, he's like fundamentally an inefficient person. That's why he spends so much time doing nothing and talking about stuff instead of doing the stuff. But I think that's also a problem with video games as a whole, that you find out the easiest and most streamlined way to play the game, and you just think about doing that because that's going to help you get the most done in the game in putting in the bare minimum effort, which I don't think that's what games are about. I think games are about your own personal entertainment. If it takes you 100 hours to do something that you could have done in 80, and you're having more fun with that, then sure, why not? Just do that. Big ups Iwamoto for the $1. This is the final one.
This guy would love to have yellow paint on his audience. Just show him how to get the optimized amount of donations. That's why he's always so angry and defeated when he misses the goal. Why can't life show me?
I mean, isn't begging kind of that? Begging is kind of cheating, because you can just tell people that's the optimal way to get money, is actually just straight up asking for it. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. So, let's get here to some Crimson-styled gameplay. This is on this mark.
Look at questing and all of that. Let's go to the journal. Oh, by the way, I apparently have skill points. Yeah, I have some more upgrade stuff I can use now. So in the journal... faction quest.
Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. He's got almost no faction quests. How you could, like, 5, 6, 7 hours in, and you've got just 3 quests? 3 quest chains? I mean, those are, like, the good ones. But still.
There it is. We defeated the Excavatron. So it's Excavatron? I call it the Excavator by accident. Oh, shit. Defeat the
whatever
around Karen Quarry. Wait, what?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that didn't save? That takes so long because they're like 1 million people. But also you can just destroy some of the structures and it's going to bypass killing them. But we don't talk about that. That's efficiency. He's going to crash out.
I already did that. Remember, I did it for an hour, 55 minutes. Why do I have to do it again?
How is this the game's fault, Phil? How is this the game's fault?
I mean, I'm not imagining...
And again, every time he's seething, all that is on my mind...
How's that gout? How's that gout? How's that gout?
Look, another one. Fall gout.
I killed enemies for 55 minutes. Right?
He spent an hour grinding enemies with basic attacks, and it didn't even count.
You've got to be joking. I gotta go do it again?
It didn't even count.
They want me to do it again. Yeah. They actually want me to go back and do it again.
But you didn't, do it, though.
I killed all the enemies. Remember? It was 55 minutes of grinding. We went from 100% down to 0.
He's so mad.
And I have to do the whole mission over again. That's what they're saying.
There is no joy like liking a game and then watching DSP seethe all the way through. And what makes it worse, kind of in a way for him, is that he got pay-pigged this whole stream. He was begging his ass off and crying, but he did get pay-pigged, so he's going to keep playing this and he's going to keep seething about it because that's how he is. Money runs everything around him. Dollar bill, y'all. How's that gout?
This has got to be a joke, right? They're like...
Oh, and now he's in seething mode. He's in crash out mode. So these things, from what I gathered, you could just destroy these and it's going to help you lower down the percentage. But you can also not do that and just beat up a bunch of people and waste your time.
Free all those guys.
Which is what DSP does, because he's super efficient, by the way. He's Mr. Efficiency. He's like Kevin Durant. The most efficient scorer of all time. The most efficient gamer. The most efficient beggar. The most tips per beg average of all time. Pure begging percentage at 100.
41%. Woo fucking who. Great gameplay. All I'm doing is holding out right trigger, running around, combo killing everything. Because that's all you can do. Remember, you don't have any area of effect attacks, really. And like I said, the spin slash doesn't really work against minions. It only works against big enemies and stuff. So, like, here it is. Wow, that was effective, huh? No, it wasn't.
Oh, he's crying so hard. All right, let's move on a little bit further where things get a little bit more intense. And he gets a little bit less, well, I don't know how to call it. Patient.
Okay? If today's a dead stream, I'm not playing this again. Just being honest. The game itself is a struggle. It doesn't really explain much. It's not very enjoyable because of that. Maybe when we get into it...
Okay, let me show you this. Since I got the PS5 loaded, I'm going to load into the game and I'll show you what the game doesn't tell you about. This is the information that they don't want you to know because it's so secret and obscure. Let it just load.
Stride, and I understand the mechanics and the story and everything. Maybe I'll like it more. But, you know, to me, yeah, it's kind of boring. Just being honest. Right now, I do think the game is boring. But maybe it'll get better. I hope that it does get better. Everyone claims it does. Everyone says it does get better the more you play it.
This is the thing that I kind of didn't understand. Because I recently I haven't been playing much games. Because I've been doing stupid DSP songs. But the game feels the same way it did in the beginning to me. Like, it's just, I don't get that. The core loop is the same, is just as enjoyable. Of course, you unlock more stuff and it gets better in the way that any game gets better once you unlock more stuff, in the way that every game is intended to get better.
The further in you get, the better it is. So let's see if it gets any better. But now would be the time to support the stream. You know what to do on the YouTube side, super chats and memberships. On the Kick side, kicks and subs, or a tip via PayPal. Support it, and let's see if we keep playing it or not. Okay.
Cliff.
Marius.
All right, next begging segment. Things get a little bit more heated, if you even thought that was possible. Oh yeah, his blood pressure was up to the ceiling. He almost crashed out. You can see how happy he is.
It introduces a game mechanic. This is the D-pad. This is me pushing up on the D-pad that it just said to do. D-pad.
What? Is he actually pressing it? I can't see. Probably.
It just said to do.
Oh my god, it's not working. Yeah, I guess it was bugged or something. But anyways, quickly what I wanted to show you. So this is what the game doesn't want you to know. That's why it makes it very clear that it exists, and it has an exclamation above it. So if you go and you press here the R2 button, I'm going to be very, very specific because it's really difficult. So you press the R2 button 3 times until you get to the Knowledge tab. And then, it wasn't this tab actually. It was the Others, where it's a tab that's literally called Guides. Literally called Guides. That has a million sections. So first one is Basic Controls, where you get everything spelled out to you like your dark side fucking Phil, including basic movement and combat. Then we have quests. They explain to you what a nexus is, what these things are, notice boards, everything. Everything that I have unlocked at this point. Of course, there's some locked stuff. You have adventure. Look at all this. Look at all this. This is all stuff the game tells you about and explains in excruciating detail. Every single mechanic in the video game is logged here. Every single mechanic. And it goes on. Here is life. Contribution. Of course, DSP would love this tab, the contribution tab. Cooking, recipes, crafting dyes, refinement, equipment reinforcement, and so on. Special equipment, abyss gears, camp management, mini games. They explain to you how the fucking poker works in this game. But yeah, that's you're not supposed to know that, and you should be really confused when it happens. Because Phil says. So he can give you this expression and say that the game is
What is this game?
So now, did I convince you enough by literally showing you the same things the game is showing you, that the game indeed actually holds your hand and explains everything to you? And the tab is literally called Guide. Yeah, you should have just moved a little bit. Just move so you can get past the whatever this animation is.
What are people seeing in this game that I don't see? They introduce a mechanic and say to do it. It literally doesn't work.
It works though.
You push it.
Just move like 2 inches forward, man. Come on.
Nothing. You hold it. Literally nothing. Okay? All right, let's try it now. Oh!
Whoa! Whoa!
You had to move first. Then why tell me to hold up on the D-pad?
Cause, bro, I'm so tired.
The game is the most unpolished game
The most!
think I've played in like 10 years.
The most unpolished game he's played in 10 years. He played Cyberpunk 2077 at launch. There's games that he has refunded that he played at launch that were broken. And this is the least polished game.
Tell the player to do something, they do it, and it doesn't work because you had to do something else first.
No!
Do that. But you're supposed to psychically know. This is like... Oh my god.
This is extreme levels. Demented levels of cherry picking.
Human with a working, functioning brain could have told them, don't have the pop-up on the screen if you can't do it yet.
Yeah, bro, he played Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye. He played that. And this still the least polished game. Because he wanted it to be. That's why. Because he made up his mind before he even played it. If one single texture was off by 3 pixels, he would have cried about it.
Have you take the step first, then have the tutorial pop up. This is like Game Development 101. And they don't get it.
And that's why he's so great. That's why he's so great. That's why he's the king.
What just happened? What the fuck is going on now?
Goddamn. Okay, next up. And again, I cannot be grateful enough to Cerulean86 for giving me these timestamps. I would have never seen these moments because I don't watch this shit, but they are so good. I'm going to sell my soul to Cerulean. I'm going to become an indentured servant. I'm going to wash his dishes so he can make timestamps for me.
No, not the forest. Older than that. I've played some survival games before. I just don't know why we're doing this in the middle of a story RPG. Why are we doing camp stuff?
Because it's not a story RPG, Phil. You know that. You're very conscious of that, and you've known along the whole time it's not a story-based RPG.
I'm lost. Thanks for $5, by the way, LT Fool. I'm so confused. I don't know what we're playing. I just don't. I feel like we've already played 5 different genres of game as we've played this game. None of it is coherent, and none of it really sticks together. It just
it does.
Random tasks. This is Cliff's story. Return. Okay. Now that we had the woman do all the dirty work, now we go back to the guy. Perfect.
Anyways, we are now at $54. And you know what that means, buddy. You know what that means. We're about to activate Beg Overdrive.
Here we go. There we are. Okay. Well, let's hope that it picks up now that we've gotten through that. I mean, I guess it was just you're setting up your camp, right? It's kind of a menial thing to do, but they could have easily just had that happen without you doing any actions. But it is what it is. All right. When we come back, I guess we'll continue on with the main story. Cool. Okay. Well, it's definitely time for my break, guys. And after this break, we'll be playing for about 2 more hours. You guys want me to, right? Like, I'll be honest with you. Nothing.
You guys want me to, right? You better show it.
Nothing has really happened yet today. We finally finished the side quest that was unfinished and I couldn't finish in the first stream. And we're just kind of doing very boring stuff, but hopefully stuff picks up. Again, if you guys, I'll do whatever you want, but a lot of people are saying, drop it. This is boring, you know. We've got almost no support. Like we had 30, 40 bucks of support for the morning show. Since I started playing this game, I got 12 bucks of support. So, I mean, Cyber Elk did a 2-year.
Oh, this is a what the fuck? This room temperature IQ super chat.
This isn't a story RPG. Why does it have cutscenes?
Why do cutscenes exist if it's not this very specific thing? Checkmate, checkmate, gamers. I win. This game sucks.
I honestly don't know what it is. I don't know what this game is. To be honest with you, the more I play it, the more confused I get. It doesn't feel like any game I've played before, and it's very confusing. Like, what are they going for? I'm not really sure. Are they going for anything? We can play it more. I'll play it for the next 2 hours, of the stream. I just hope that you guys are here to hang out and support it if you can. I mean, right now we're at like 58 bucks. It's not great, but we do have 2 hours left. Okay. Plus, I'm gonna have a coffee. Maybe that'll reinvigorate me a little bit. All right. Let's go on break. 10-minute break. When we come back, 2 more hours. I'll grab my coffee, and you guys enjoy some highlight clips, and we'll go from there. Okay. So, honest take. You guys know me. I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie or sugarcoat.
No. Yep. Sure, Phil. Go ahead. Be honest. Let's go. Honesty. Engage. Computer. Activate honest mode.
Last hour was incredibly boring. What we did is we finished up that unfinished quest from my first stream of the game, which I wanted to finish. I had put so much time into it. And then we continued with the story, and so far, pretty much nothing has happened, right? Nothing. So we got 2 more hours. Let's continue. Again, everyone says the further in you get to the story, the better it gets. Concentrate on the story. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? And we'll see how it goes. But, I mean, let's look at the audience. The audience is completely torn. Some people are like, yes, keep playing. And others are like, go play Street Fighter. I'm seriously. There's people right now.
Who is the people right now? Where are they? Let's scan. He has both healing magic and potions. Okay, this one has something else. Where's Street Fighter? Where? Maybe they did say it. Oh, come on. It's one guy. Jasper Kitty the 8th Real says, at DSP Gaming Reel, play Street Fighter 6. But that's the voice of the people. And he said this in Kick Chat, the chat that's for the trolls that hate him, and he hates them back.
Yes, keep playing, and others are like, go play Street Fighter. I'm
actual troll
right now. Who are like, just stop playing this game, go play Street Fighter, and like, I'm not gonna lie. During that last segment, I'm not kidding you. When we were riding on the horseback, following the dude, and he was blabbing, I paid no attention, and I was thinking about playing with Alex in Street Fighter 6. I'm serious. I started thinking about Alex's combos and paths. I was like, all right, so if I play Street Fighter 6, here's what I do with Alex. That's not good. If my mind is wandering from the game, then that means there's nothing going on in the game of interest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say. It's not that I don't like the game. It's just I don't like it yet, and I'm waiting for something to happen that's interesting. And I'm still waiting. Like, we played an hour, and I basically showed that the stupid mine mission was stupid, and we finished it. At least it's done. And we upgraded the sword a couple times, and there was like a half an hour of nothing. You know?
So
what's up, Chris? How are you?
So yeah, well, what are we actually doing here? We actually just stalling for money, or for what? For validation? For somebody to tell him not to play this? I don't know. I actually don't know. So let's move on to the next one. This one here. Where it is more begging, supposedly, allegedly. We might find out.
Typical Average Gamer says the game is awesome. Hey, if you like me playing the game, please support it.
Oh!
I'm willing to invest the
a springboard beg.
Time if people will be here to engage and support
He's
it.
begging off the top rope.
But that's what we're trying to find out today. Okay? Thank you, Typical Average Gamers. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he found a way, dude. He found a way to sneak in a beg. Hey, Phil, I like you playing the game. Well, if you like me playing the game, please contribute. Here is a very positive segment where the whole chat is just get a job, Phil. This guy is on the 91st sock account because he's super dedicated. I mean, it's your time and effort, man. So, yeah. And that's the whole chat is just, all right, Phil, I've had enough. Just come out already. You're clearly not into women. How dare you say that?
Cloth helm. One of their cloth helmets.
Then we have another one here. That's one of the last ones. But things get a little bit better because he's at $84, so it's not that bad.
Today's stream. All right, let's split the part. We'll be back with...
Oh, hold on. So this is the one that I wanted to see. This is great here. Yeah, I'm going to tell you exactly why it's great.
Yeah, a bunch of upgrades we can do. Okay. So... what's the actual next quest?
Yeah, you should save the game first. Can you just save? Make sure you save the game, buddy.
If the redouble escapes, we will put Grayman comrades at grave to work on him down.
Yeah.
We'll see where it leads us. Thank you guys for watching. Let's save, actually. And again, if you are enjoying Crimson Desert, please...
Oop. Distracted big? Look at what's going on here. Look at this here. You see this? Y to save and A to load. And what does Buddy do? He loads. When was his previous save? So this one is here at 6:15. Whatever time that was. I don't know, 19th?
Leave some... oh, I loaded instead of saved. Great.
Help!
I
loaded instead of saved.
Hopefully it auto-saved when I finish that thing. If not, I will be doing it again.
Oh, you could have lost so much progress like this if the game was truly unfinished and unpolished, as he said.
You would think it saved. You would hope it saved.
And was that like a kind of a cover version of the Hans Zimmer Inception theme? Listen to this.
Did it auto save? It saved.
It's exactly the same.
I think it did. Yeah.
It did save. Thank God the autosave bailed him out. So, next we have, after the splitting of the part, we have this.
Okay. So, guys, we got an hour left. Please, if you want more Crimson Desert and you want us to get to the good parts, support the stream. Because in truth, right now, we're at $84, right? That's not
just straight up actually pissed off. Just straight up pissed.
Horrible, but it's not good at all. All right? Even yesterday when I had 2 slower streams of Pokemon...
But isn't not good at all synonymous with horrible?
And Retro Rewind, they did better.
Hey, what's up, Choco Smoke?
So
how's it going, bro?
When I'm judging what to play, what to have in the schedule, it has to be based on this kind of stuff. So if we get more support today, I'm going to play it again on Friday like I had originally intended, and we'll get further in. But if it just ends at this, then we're done. Like, I'm not going to keep playing a game that half the audience is complaining it's boring. This is exactly the experiment I was waiting for, because I knew the first stream, no matter what...
This is an experiment now, by the way. It's an experiment. He's, again, a scientist. But all his experiments have something to do with money or baiting people into doing drama with him and then failing.
People would be there for it.
But somehow all the experiments are also successful.
And the second stream coming off of the first stream where I said that the combat sucked, I knew people would be there for that to see if I could overcome, which I did. But now is the true test. You know what I'm saying? Like, today was actually the true test of the game. And what you're seeing is a split. You're seeing people who played it and liked it and are saying, yes, please keep going. And then you're seeing people who are like, no, this game is terribly boring. Stop playing it entirely. So you've got that split. And I need to know what to do later this week. We have plenty and plenty of other things that we could be doing. The games that people have asked for, things to continue or start up from fresh, we can't. So I need guidance. And so if you like it,
please guide me.
We have an hour left. Okay.
And support me. I need guidance. This fucking guy. Go watch Andrew Tate, bro.
Thank you. Adam has tipped $5. Thank you.
Go talk to some monks in Tibet.
I appreciate that. Okay. Again,
And another big.
It'd be great to get some kick support. We literally have none, right? Today was one and no kicks and no active subs at all. So no one on Kick is supporting my content anymore. What is going on over there? Nothing. No support at all. Zero. Not a single sub today. No kicks at all.
And the moral support is flying all over the place. Damn.
Okay. All right, let's continue.
All right, skipping ahead. He fought the Demon of Reeds, or how that guy was called. I think he was nerfed because DSP beat him surprisingly easy. And that guy was pretty difficult. Many people were complaining about him. I mean, I died like twice to him, but he still was a pretty challenging guy. So here we're going to have one of the last moments ever.
Is your stuff up there, but we'll never... All right, so Stalking Tiger did a $15 super chat and said Birdman tried to let the monkey ride in the cab of his flatbed truck with him, but it went berserk and attacked him.
Oh, this is this guy that sends him money to talk about a Birdman and his birds, or a monkey, and he gets ghosted. Just straight up ghosted.
He almost drove off a cliff during the attack. The monkey went back into the box.
He gets the most low effort TTS and not even like anything.
I have no idea what that means, but Stalking Tiger, I appreciate you putting in the biggest super chat of the day so far. This person says, I love Crimson Desert, but it's not for everyone. It requires a lot of hours to understand and remember even basic mechanics. I hope that everything is well with you. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, it's really hard for me to say what I feel about this game.
You already did. Yeah, you already have an opinion about it. But now the money has swayed his opinion.
I feel like there's stretches where it's boring. That sequence of climbing the hills, stabbing the totems, getting to the boss and doing the boss fight was kind of neat. I won't lie, I thought it was entertaining. I wish that the combat was a little tighter. I wish the camera was a little tighter. And I wish that we had actually killed him and got a resolution, because if he never shows up again in the game, that's kind of lame, you know? I guess. But now, let's talk about the end of this stream. Let's get some last-minute support for Crimson Desert, and I'll play it again on Friday, and we'll get further in.
Last chance, you guys.
If you wanted me to see me play more...
This is one of the biggest DSP scams, is when he says the last chance to support. Because the guy's gonna stay legit like half an hour after the last chance to give you more last chances. He's given the dents more last chances to support him than the dents are giving him. Because he's the guy with the most second chances in the world. Essentially, every day for him is a second chance to be a better streamer and a better person, and he always fails. But he always claims to be a better streamer and a better person.
Of it, then please support it right now. Let's go.
Right now.
Again, we have zero support.
He's on $120. I don't know what he's crying about, though.
Support from Kick today. It would be great to get one single person actually support on Kick by the end of the stream. Seriously. 100 kicks or a sub or something would be nice. Considering I put out a 5-hour stream for you.
Oop, yeah. What are you, entitled? I mean, the audience, not Phil. Phil would never be entitled.
Okay.
And let's get the outro here.
And we will have to start with this next time. And that's what we'll do. We'll start with this next time and see if we can figure it out. Let me save. Let me do a couple of, well, a lot of upgrades I can do next time. We did 0 upgrades today. Let's go ahead and save. 2 quick shout outs. So thank you to Free JT for a second gifted sub of the day.
And the rest of his trash. The rest of his, there's nothing here. So what the last thing I wanted to see is some foreshadowing for what to expect today. Because today is, as we discussed, a very interesting, indifferent streaming day for Phil. Or at least he claims.
Something different. Either, you know, Dalzim or Lily. We'll do something different for variety's sake. All right? All right. So, what a great day full of action. Tomorrow, to break stuff up, It's a special day here on DSP Gaming for the start of April. We're going to have a spring special in the morning, and we're going to have an Easter special at night. And if you say, well, what does that mean? You're just going to have to be here tomorrow to find out. Thank you all for an outstanding streaming day. I will see you tomorrow here on DSP Gaming for some special fun on those streams. Have a good night, and peace out.
All right. What I'm thinking to close down the stream, what I'm thinking is going to be some weird clout chasing gimmick or some weird attention farming gimmick. It's not going to be something that he thought about and he thinks is going to be interesting content. It's going to be something that he's going to use to get some extra eyes on him on April 1st because it's April Fool's. So he's going to try and make some joke out of it and it's going to fall flat. But I guess you're going to see later today. Let's see if I can forward you to somebody. And before we are done, I'm going to play the new song called Fitness Phil by Meerkat in the Sways. So until next time, I've been your host, John Sway, and you've been yourself. And I'll see you next time on the next Angry Joe show. Who the fuck is live? It's Lord Diaz. Okay, I'm going to send you to Lord Diaz. Big ups. See you around. Keep it flat. Stay sway. Young gout.
Wake in the morning, it's close to noon. Flex in the mirror, I need my workout soon. My arms are flabby, so is my gun. But when I squint real hard, I'm kinda buff. Look from an angle and close your eyes, and then imagine I'm the buffest guy. Pass me the pretzel, I don't need pills. I don't have tits, that's just a normal manly build. I'm Fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm Fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm Fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm Fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm Fitness Phil.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Flex. I'm flexing on my haters every single day. That will really show them that I'm super straight. I love my wife, but I'm also into guys. Look at the hookster, the python sure is nice. Call me Phil Zanager, the way I'm terminating all the trolls on Kick who say I'm menstruating. I'm pissed the fuck off, I'm putting my foot down on all the bums in chat that say that I'm a clown. I'm Fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm Fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm Fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm Fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm Fitness Phil. Max out my weights, max out my gains. I'm Fitness Phil. I'm on the juice and I'm running loose. I'm Fitness Phil. You disrespect, I break your neck and then I flex. I'm Fitness Phil. Play what I want, do what I want. I'm Fitness Phil.
Baller alert. Calling out baller alert. Got no problems with baller alert. With everybody on baller alert and anybody else out there talking shit about me, here